I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out. And love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way, never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, 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 down. Try and pretend it's my feeling will win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses. Vanity, insecurity. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on by, will you call my name? As you walk on by, will you call my name? When you walk away, or will you walk away? Will you walk away? Call my name. Will you call my name? I say la 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 la. I'm gonna put this dream in motion. Never let nothing stand in my way. When the gun gets tough, the tough get going. I'm gonna get myself across the river. That's the price I'm willing to pay. I'm gonna make you stand and deliver, and give me love in the old-fashioned way. nothing's gonna hold me back. Your love's like a slow train coming, and I can feel it coming down the track. Whoa, I'll climb any mountain, I'll do anything. Ooh, can I touch you? Can I touch you? Do the things that lovers do. Wanna hold you, I gotta get it through to you. Oh, 'cause when the going gets tough, when the going gets rough, I'll climb any mountain, I'll swim every sea, I'll reach for the heavens with you loving me. Can I touch you? Can I touch you? Do the things that lovers do. Can I touch you? Ooh, wanna hold you. Gotta get it through to you. When the going gets tough, go and get tough, go and get rough, go and get rough. When the going gets tough, go and get tough, go and get rough, go and get rough. When the going gets tough, go and get tough, go and get rough, go and get In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you a down or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I daddy, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, lives we live in, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy, da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da, all right, da-da-da-da-da. All right. When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle, wagon back, 'cause it'll soon be summertime. And we'll sing again. We go driving, or maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring your friends, and we'll all go into town. In the summertime, when the weather you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you go down or a turn of 25. when the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I daddy, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, lives we live in, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy, da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. I saw my problems and I see the light. We gotta love and think, we gotta feed it right. There ain't no danger, we can go too far. We start believing now that we can be who we are. Greece is the word. They think our love is just a growing pain. Why don't they understand it's just a crying shame? Their lips are lying, only real is real. We stop the fight right now. We got to be what we feel. Greece is the word. It's the word that you heard. It's got a groove, it's got a meaning. Greece is the time, it's the place, it's the motion. Greece is the way we are feeling. We take the pressure and we throw away. Conventionality belongs to yesterday. There is a chance that we can make it so far. We start believing now that we can be who we are. Greece is the word. It's the word that you heard. It's got a groove, it's got a meaning. Greece is the time, it's the place, it's the motion. Now Greece is the way we are feeling. This is a life of illusion, wrapped up in trouble, makes me confusion. What are we doing here? We take the pressure and we throw away. Conventionality belongs to yesterday. There is a chance that we can make it so far. We start believing now that we can be who we are. Greece is the word. It's the word that you heard. It's got a groove, it's got a meaning. Greece is the time, it's the place, it's the motion. Now Greece is the way we are feeling. Greece is the word that you heard. It's got a groove, it's got a meaning. Greece is the time, it's the place, it's the motion. Now Greece is the way we are feeling. Greece is the word, it's the word.
Yes, happy Sunday to everybody. TK was in the back room, and I'm not sure what happened. It looks like she dropped out, but welcome to those that are here now. I'm sure she'll get back there in just a second. What a weekend. What a weekend. Week 3. College football in the books. There she is. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday. I'm so freaking annoyed right now.
Oh, what's going on?
Something's wrong with my soundboard. Like it keeps going out, and right now it's working, but I can only hear in one ear. Like it's not going in both ears, and I'm about to lose my shit.
And I
don't
hate when
like
that
it.
happens.
I hate why. It always starts before the show.
Well, that's what happened with me with I'm not sure what happened with you see that I'm streaming through StreamYard now. I totally gave up on OBS,
Oh.
so
It always is going out. kind of.
Well, at least you're able to hear through one ear, right?
Yeah, but it's so annoying right now. Like I feel like I'm doing everything and just going through the computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I may do. Have you did roll call? You haven't done roll call, right?
I haven't. No.
Let me just come back on the computer because I can't
Okay.
take this anymore.
Okay. All right.
All
No
right.
problem.
I'll be
All
right
right.
back. Okay, bye.
Well, while she's doing that, I will go ahead and take roll. Lawn Tractor Life, aka Mills List, was the first one in here. We've got Matt Dumit, Young Citrus. Robert says, "Good morning, everyone. Can I get a Go Dogs and 1998?" Yes, Go Dogs, of course. Young Cit. Oh, I'm sorry, I already said Young Citrus. Celine Driver, welcome, Celine Driver. A bunch of hashtags here, so don't think he's too happy with his Gators right now. So we've got Christian Ballard, sports journalist, in here. Welcome, Ballard. Who else do we have? Atypical Gump. Welcome, everybody. Cockaboo's Conductor is also here. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm sure we'll have more people trickle in as the time goes by. Is that better?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
it's weird doing it like all loud. You know what I mean? Like it's like I like it in my ears, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I get it. What's up, Baylor Man? Baylor Man just entered the chat. Howdy to everyone. Yeah, so a lot to talk about.
Mhm.
So much has happened this weekend besides like the very the games were like amazing. It's
Oh
crazy.
man,
So,
that was
I
really
keep
good
hearing
game.
I keep hearing Lou say that this is probably one of the best, weekends of college football that he's ever had. Just some, some of the games. I mean, there were like several games that came down to like the wire, like the last,
Yeah.
seconds,
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
that
saying?
Georgia Tennessee game was insane.
Girl, like
The only
I
problem is those are the games that give you the most. You feel like you're gonna have a heart attack. You do.
well, I had to leave. Like I
Yeah.
had to leave the room because it was just too stressful for me. Like, and I mean, like you've heard me say this, and I mean, like you, me, and Mrs. Peete are like in a little group, text messaging thing, and you guys have heard me say before, like text you before and be like, I don't know how y'all do this. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
and
know.
that's the thing. Like I'm not really as invested as like you or like Mrs. Peete or like even Lou or like some of these other people, but it's like just sitting there watching, is
I remember.
so stressful.
I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and my Tigers were doing bad, and I think that Pete was upset too that night. I'm not sure if Clemson wasn't doing that good, and he just looked like how I could feel like how he felt. Right? I said, and I put in the chat room. I'm like, why does it hurt so much, Pete? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know. We don't get it. It should not make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
But then it gets to the game and it's close and you just feel like you're going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
So, but those are the best games. I mean, when you go in and you're blowing them out or God forbid they're blowing you out, you get bored or, you don't want to watch.
And at that point, it's not even interesting anymore.
Yeah,
It's like
whatever.
Once it gets to the point where the other person's blowing the other team's blowing the other team out. It's like it's like okay,
That's
well,
why I don't even understand why they have these little games. Like, just play the teams that will make a good game. I know they have to do it. So I know it's a money thing or whatever, but I don't know. I just hate them.
Yeah.
We have
So
one next week, though, so I can relax.
Yeah. So I literally had to leave the room. I came in the kitchen, like and started like doing the dishes, and whatnot, emptying the dishwasher, putting the dishes in the dishwasher, or whatever. And like I was listening to Lou stream, the game, and then it was tied at that point. It was, the game was tied at that point, and like I heard him say, like, okay, well, they've made it, Tennessee's made it far enough to where they can do a field goal, and that'll win the game or whatever like that. And like I'm watching him and like listening to him in like real time, and like all of a sudden I just hear him say, I mean, like he's like, oh my God, they missed or whatever. Like, oh, it was crazy. So I immediately stopped what I was doing and like ran into the studio to see what was happening. And yeah, sure enough, like Tennessee had missed, the field goal. And I mean, it was absolutely insane. So then, of course, it went into overtime, and Georgia
it was
ended up.
almost like you couldn't have written it better.
No, and that was the thing. Like you could hear it in Lou's voice. Like I mean, like he was ready to take the loss because, like I mean, like the way he was talking, he's like, oh yeah, they're on the 25-yard line or whatever, 45-yard line or whatever, and it's enough for them to have a field goal or whatever like that. And he's like, yeah, Tennessee's gonna make. I mean, like he was all set for Georgia to lose. He's like, yeah, Tennessee's gonna make this, this game-winning field goal right here, and that was it. Like he was all prepared to,
and then when they got the instead of doing the PAT, they got the extra point by making another touchdown. Like you know what? I knew they were going to do it. Like Lou was saying, oh, we're going to lose. And I felt like putting in the chat room, I just have a feeling they're going to pull it out of their ass. They're going to do it because they're like the Alabama it was. Like when we played Alabama.
What's up, Pete?
Alabama used to be so good. Hey, Pete. Alabama used to be so good, and you just knew that even if they were losing, they would somehow get some miracle touchdown and win the game, right? That's how I see Georgia now with Kirby Smart. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, they're going to watch. They're going to win this fucking game. I said, watch. And I just felt it. I'd never, I mean, I'm sure if I was a Georgia fan, I'd be going nuts, but I just felt like they're going to win. I feel it.
Yeah.
Kirby he's so good.
Yeah. So but even after that, like I still couldn't bring myself to go back in there and kind of watch the first, like the first tie breaking thing or whatever. So I continued to do what I was doing in the kitchen, and I was still listening to him. And then I don't know, like I think it was after, I guess, Tennessee got to the point where, like, they were going to be able to make a field goal or whatever like that. And that's when I went back in there, and I just, it was so stressful, girl. Like, I don't know how y'all do it. And that's the thing. Like, like you guys know me, I'm, either way, it's like it doesn't affect me, but like just sitting there watching that particular game, I mean, was very, very stressful. So Celine Driver said, did you make any good snacks, Battle Angel? So for those of you that don't know, or if you haven't heard, we have an air conditioning problem here. So we found out Thursday that our air conditioning unit was like completely broken. When I mean broken, like the actual fan was detached from the motor, and it was just kind of laying on the side of the unit, like laying on the side on the side of the unit. So we've been without AC since Thursday. Luckily, I mean, like we got in touch with our landlord, like as soon as we saw what was happening, and they ordered the parts. They're supposed to be here tomorrow. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that we will have it fixed by tomorrow, because it's supposed to be luckily this weekend was not terribly hot. I mean, I think the highest ever got was maybe like 84. And there was a nice breeze. We've got all the windows open, certain rooms are hotter than others, of course, like his studio, because, he's got all TVs running, computer monitors going and whatnot. And then like for some reason our bedroom, I don't know, like our bedroom just stays hot. Like even when we had the AC unit, like working, I mean, like we ended up having to buy like a little box, like a box fan to put in our bedroom, because like it just, for some reason, it just stays hot all the time. So like
That's
we've done some.
There's always a room that stays hot.
I don't know if it's because it's in the back of the house and that's where the sun sets or whatever, but it's like our bedroom stays hot for some reason. So like we've done some things to like kind of, to kind of alleviate some of that. So like we put blackout curtains in the room. We have learned that if we keep the bathroom door closed too, that kind of helps kind of kind of ease the heat, but it's crazy. So I've been kind of moving the box fan from our bedroom to the living room, but like, you know, this because this room is so big, like it kind of stays cool a lot. You know, the living room, we have a vaulted ceiling in the living rooms. It kind of stays cool, a lot better. But I've just been kind of moving the box fan from like our bedroom to the living room. But like in the mornings, it's really nice though. Like you walk out into the living room with all the windows and stuff open, because we've got like 2 windows in the kitchen, and then like 4 windows, in the living room, and then like the kitchen, the dining area, or like 2 windows in the dining area, 2 windows in the kitchen, in the living room. Gosh, if I can speak correctly. And like when you walk out into the living room, I mean, like it's been like 59, 60 degrees in the morning the last couple of days. So it's like really almost to the point where like you have to put like a sweater on, when you walk out into the living room, because it's a little chilly.
It doesn't get that cool here. Yeah. It's like in the 70s in the morning.
Right. But we checked the weather, and like it's supposed to be up to the 90s next week. So we're like, there's no way.
Well, aren't they putting it in Monday?
Well, what he said was they have ordered the parts, and the parts are supposed to be here Monday, is what he said in his message. So like I was a little bit confused, right? So I texted back and I was like, I said, I know you said that the parts have been ordered and they'll be here Monday. Does that mean that it's going to be fixed Monday? Because it's supposed to be like 90 degrees next week, like up in the 90s next week. And he was like, yes, what he said was if they get here, if the parts get here early enough, it will be fixed same day.
Oh, okay.
So let's everybody keep your fingers crossed. Because if it's going to be
air conditioning problems, it's like the air conditioning problems follow you.
It's crazy, right? I know, right? Exactly. It started in my trailer, and then like here, I mean, like
we had second time here.
Yeah, second time here. But I mean, this particular time, it actually broke. Like the fan is actually detached from the motor. So I mean, the first time it was because I guess it was just because it was like like triple digits all last summer. So like we found out that the air conditioning that we have to this house is just too small to heat the square footage of this house, or to cool the square footage of this house. So, it's, I mean, like we figured out some tips and tricks, like, like I said, I've got blackout curtains in all the bedrooms, even in his studio. We got one for his studio. And the thing with his studio though, is he's got a huge like bay window. I mean, from like, like, and, like at the top of it, it's got like a semicircle, so I couldn't find like an actual, blackout curtain to kind of, fit around the little semicircle window that was at the top. So I just got like a really long one, so it's basically like we basically got the window covered from like almost to the ceiling to the floor, basically. So that's how long the blackout curtain is in his room. And I mean, you notice a difference instantly. Like when we put the blackout curtains in our bedroom, like I mean, the temperature in that room immediately dropped like 10 degrees.
Really?
Yes. You notice a difference right away.
Because it's just like a thing you pull down and you can pull it back up, right?
Huh?
Like in other words, blackout curtains.
Okay.
I thought, huh?
I'm sorry, Lou's talking to me. So okay, I got it. Okay, I'll clean it up. I'm sorry, go ahead. What we're talking about, blackout curtains.
What I was saying. So blackout curtains, you can roll them down like underneath the blinds if you need to cool down the place, right? And then you can, or they just stay there.
No, like I mean, you hang them up like regular curtains.
Okay.
So like curtain rods, and like I mean, they're basically just like regular curtains. Now you probably can get some that that basically like work like blinds, what I'm saying? But I just got regular curtains. I mean, they're basically like regular curtains where you install the curtain rods, and they're just curtains. Now the one in his studio, I mean, because I couldn't find like a curtain rod, like I said, to kind of go over, the like the semicircle, the top window that's, on top. We basically just kind of like thumbtacked it, to the wall, but it covers the whole window. But yeah, like I said, once you immediately,
or those,
well, yeah.
Oh.
No, like I got it long enough to where it covers, the window in his studio. And again, like I said, as soon as you install them, I mean, like you notice a difference immediately. It's crazy. It's absolutely
so
crazy.
dark too, I bet.
Oh yeah. So that's another thing too. Like, especially when we close our, like our bathroom door, like that room it's pitch black dark.
That's what
pitch black
night
dark.
nurses usually get. And I never got blackout curtains. I just slept.
Yeah.
But I should have done that because that would have helped me get better sleep when I was a nurse.
Yeah, see, Pete, that must be the case with our room, because I was just saying that, I mean, like our bedroom in particular stays hot. Like it's the hottest room in the house. It's absolutely crazy. And I'm thinking that's the reason why too, is because I think the sun like actually sets, so, and we don't really have many trees like covering, like our house, which I guess thinking back, because it was a year ago today that we had that Hurricane Helene came through here.
Yeah, and then I had the second one after that, and we were out of power. What did I say? It was 2 weeks or something, right? But we were just so lucky that every single day after the hurricane for that whole time, it was beautiful and crisp and sunny, and I mean, we never felt hot. We just left the windows open, doors, and and had the screen, right? And I mean, we never felt uncomfortable because that's how good it felt. I don't know how. So I was like so thankful. Like our place was intact, and we're not even suffering that much, except when we didn't. We lost a lot of food in the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could have said the same for us when we got hit with Helene. I mean, like
y'all had
I mean, like the temperature stayed like at it was not comfortable. So it was not comfortable at all. But like I said,
right after was the second hurricane, and it brought cooler weather.
I know, weird, right?
I know. Like right after,
weird,
a month apart,
Yeah. So I mean, there's pros and cons to our AC going out. Like I said, I mean, we're lucky that it hasn't been as hot as it has been, and the weather's been pretty nice this weekend. But like I said, if they don't get it fixed by Monday, then yeah, we're definitely. I mean, it's going to be miserable. Even with the windows open, it's going to be miserable. So quick shout out to Celine Driver for the super chat. He says the pain, hashtag fire Napier. But he's been on the fire Napier train for a long time. So
I think, wait, you had a couple of super chats, right?
Yeah, I have a couple of them. I have one, yeah, and then one from Peete, Pigskin Peete. Thank you, Pigskin Peete, for the super chat. He says, Clemson lost, but I destroyed those nerds at pickleball. I embarrassed them in their home city. So you took down Rec Talk in pickleball, huh? So you know what? Nate better watch out. Nate better watch out. I would bet if I was a betting woman, I would probably put money on Peete destroying Nate, because they want to play in Nashville at the Slob Olympics.
I know.
Like Nate is challenged Peete to pickleball because he thinks that he's going to beat Peete, but I don't know. Peete plays a lot.
Does he?
He plays a lot. I know like him and Mrs. Peete play a lot too. So, but I know Peete, himself, he plays a lot. So,
I was going to say something. I can't remember. Celine says Helene and Milton were 2 weeks apart. I didn't realize it's because it was such a big deal. I felt like
it was.
The people in Helene, the North Carolina people still didn't have power from then. And then we didn't have power for like 2 weeks or whatever. And some people had for longer,
Yeah.
It was like, dang, give us a break. Like, we need a break.
Yeah, I mean, it did seem like that it was like one right after the other, though. But I think it was because we were still dealing with the aftermath of Helene.
That's what it was. Helene was so bad, it felt like it just came right away.
Yeah, it felt like, you're right. So Paul says Peete pulled his old back muscles beating them too, determined. Is that true? Peete? Did you pull your back out? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd be any good at pickleball.
I just like
I played
skating.
tennis in high school. But
Well,
I mean, not like as a sport thing. Like that, I took a class, like a tennis class,
yeah,
when I was in high school. I don't think I was that great at it, but I just don't know if I'd be good at pickleball.
my mom put my sister and I in tennis lessons when we were little, but it didn't last long.
Yeah.
So but I always loved skating. I've always, and I used to run a lot, but I'm not going to run now. I'm not going to destroy. I'd rather do the skating because it's less hard. It's not as hard on your joints.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pete says, no, my back was pulled before and I still beat them six vodkas in. Oh,
Vodkas.
wow. Yeah. Oh, Jolish, thank you so much for tuning in today, and also for the super chat. He says, "Welcome to the Pixel Gang, BA. They are awesome." Yes. So I do have an update. As you guys know, I was telling you guys last week that I am switching phones from Samsung to Google because I got a great offer from Verizon for a Google Pixel 10 Pro. So I can gladly say I've had the phone for almost a week. Tomorrow will be a week that I've had the phone, and so far I am really loving it. The one thing that I will say about it though was, and this is probably because it's my own fault, but I've got about 10,000 pictures and videos on my phone. Okay. And this is the reason that I love Android phones. But I had about 10,000, a little over 10,000 pictures, or a little close to 10,000 pictures on my old phone that I had saved, or that were, whatever, in my Google Drive, or I don't know, whatever. That a lot of them were saved on my phone. But it took, I'm not gonna lie, it took probably about 15 hours for me to back up my old phone.
15 hours?
15 hours, girl. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, about 15 hours to back up my phone, my old phone, just so I could make sure that I had everything. Now, I did have to go and delete a bunch of shit too, which I ended up doing that. But yeah, it literally took 15 hours for me to back up my old phone. And then once I had that finished, they've got these new things, I guess, with newer phones. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but now they no longer use SIM cards. They have if you get a newer phone, they have what's called eSIMs. So basically you have to get some kind of code or something to activate your eSIM. So I could.
Those phones make everything so complicated.
Well, it's the same for iPhones though too.
What?
If you
just plug it in and use it.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But let's just say that you upgrade your phone. All right. So from the phone that you have now to a newer phone or whatever, you would probably have to deal with eSIMs. All the phones are going to eSIMs now. So basically you wouldn't.
It's all on your phone.
Right. So basically that means you don't have to switch your SIM card from your old phone to your new phone because it's an electronic SIM basically. Okay. So I had a little bit of an issue trying to get my eSIM activated. So I had to get on the phone with somebody from Verizon because that's who my cell phone service is through. I had to get on the phone with somebody from Verizon. And so that took me probably about, 30 to 45 minutes to finally get my new phone activated. And he was so nice and so sweet, so very patient with me. And I had to use my daughter's phone, to kind of talk to him because, of course my phone, we were trying to activate my phone or whatever. So yeah, so so that part of it was not fun, but
Apple will find a way with the eSIM card to either automatically put you in or have to press one button. Because I've never had to worry about it. I mean, it's so awesome.
Okay, just remember you said that though, and I'm warning you now though.
But I don't take as many pictures as you do.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I just really need a
no,
phone.
well, that wasn't the eSIM process though. That was just
No,
me
but I
backing
mean,
up my
are you
phone.
talking
Yeah.
about the quality of the phone? Or
The
the
quality of the phone is amazing. It's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. And I mean, like those people that have told me that, because it's like a Google based phone, like I don't have to deal with, like Android's interface or something like that, were absolutely correct. Like, I mean, because I know Google, like, I'm able to navigate this phone, pretty, like with ease, basically, since I already like have a Google account and, like I work with Google and whatnot. So I'm so far so good. I'm loving it. So, despite the 15-hour, like, backing up process and then the 45-minute trying to get my eSIM activated on my new phone, I mean, the phone is great. So now I have to wait to get like I ordered a case for it because I'm very clumsy, as you guys all know. Very, very clumsy. So I've been trying to be very, very careful with this phone. I've already got a screen protector on it. And then, the camera on this phone kind of sticks out, like it, sticks out. So I had to put a screen protector on the back camera as well too. So I've got all that taken care of. So now I'm just waiting on my case to come in. So, so yeah. Paul says pixel for the pixie. Are you calling me a pixie?
Huh?
Are you calling me a pixie? Is that what you're saying? So yeah, so I do love it so far. So far, I do love it.
More than any other phone you've ever had in your whole life?
I can't very much say that just yet because I haven't really, like, I guess, access all the features available for this phone. So give me about, I don't know, maybe about another week or 2 weeks to so ask me.
A review.
Yeah. Ask me again in like 2 weeks and maybe I'll have like another update for you.
You've taken pictures though, right? Or the quality
So I took a picture yesterday because I worked at the salon yesterday, and yeah, the picture quality, I mean, it is definitely great, absolutely great. So I can't, as of right now, I can't really tell a difference between the quality on this phone compared to my last phone. But from what I can tell, yeah, I mean it's really good. I haven't taken video on it yet, so I don't know how that works. Like how well that works. But yeah, so give me about 2 weeks, and then I'll ask me again. But so far, I am loving it. I am loving it. Now, I had my other phone for 2 years, and if you guys don't remember, I had a Samsung Flip. So when I first initially got this phone, like you can ask my daughter, like it's hard to get used to, like after like being on it or whatever. Like I automatically want to go and try and flip the phone closed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I find myself still doing that with this phone when, of course, it's not a flip phone, so I can't flip it closed. So yeah, so that's going to take some getting used to. And like my daughter, even like we were home, or we had just gotten back from someplace, and like my charger was plugged in, or my phone was charging, plugged into the charger in the car, and I went to go unplug it and flip the phone closed, because I'm so used to flipping it closed. And like she laughed at me. She was like, I just saw that. I just saw what you just did. Yeah. So that's going to take some getting used to. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I really do like it so far. Jolish says, as someone who has used Samsung, Apple, Pixel / Google accounts are the easiest accounts to work with and are way easier to sign in and sync and stuff than Apple and Samsung. Yes, I totally agree. So I think I told you this before, and you guys might have heard me talk about this before, but I actually have used an Apple phone before. So many years ago, when Apple, I had an Apple iPhone 4, I think it was, and of course that was the newest one that they had at the time. So so you can guess how many years ago that was. And yeah, I was so excited. I was like, oh, yeah, and I mean, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I mean,
Why?
the storage is always an issue with me. Like,
Let's pretend it had as much storage as your other one. Like, other than the storage issue, did you like the phone, or what did you not like about it? Because I can understand storage. If you need more, you're going to have to get another phone.
Right.
Did you hate, because it's easy to use. it's you could make you can even make the icons big because I have bad eyesight.
Well, and you can do that with an Android phone too.
Yeah, but it's all complicated. Like you have to be a nerd.
No, not really.
Yes,
Not really.
Yes, you do.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
So okay, yeah. So number one, the storage was one of the main reasons that I didn't like the iPhone. Okay, the storage is definitely the main reason.
Okay, but besides
the other reason was because and I mean, I don't know if other people have this issue with iPhones, but like I don't know, like the picture quality thing was not that great on the iPhone either. Now I know they've gotten better as they've gotten
something I don't know.
Yeah, as they've gotten old, but the actual picture quality on that iPhone 4 was terrible. So I hated that feature of it too. To me, it didn't seem like the battery life was that great. I don't know if it was because there were so many apps or whatever running or stuff. I don't know, but like the battery life on the iPhone doesn't seem to last very long. So
you know what I was thinking? Because you love to take pictures. You never got a camera.
So I had a digital camera at one point in time.
Have you ever thought of taking because think about it. Think of all instead of just me and you standing together, somebody catches a picture of when we're not even looking and we're having that, what is that beautiful wine you bring that I like? The peach Moscato.
The peach Moscato.
Okay. Like you and I could be talking in the corner and drinking our pink Moscato and somebody catches a little and puts it on your thing. And it's more like it tells a story. Okay, never mind. I'm just a little stoned. That's all.
No, I get it. I mean, I get it. Look, I mean, it's just a matter.
I would think. I just thought of it now because I'm stoned. It's not like I've been thinking about this.
Look. I mean, it's a matter. The only reason, and here's the thing. I mean, I can honestly say, I know when people say, oh, they hate iPhones or whatever like that. A lot of them. A lot of them have never used an iPhone, but I mean, for me, I can honestly say that I have actually used an iPhone before. And, so I mean, I just prefer Android phones. And I mean, Joel is just right. I mean, because this one is Google, like a Google based phone, it is definitely a lot easier to navigate. And you guys heard me say that earlier. So I do find it a lot better to navigate through this phone than it was on my old, on my Samsung phone. So,
you and Lou are phone elitists.
What do you mean? Like snobs?
Yeah,
like phone snobs.
Phone elitists. You're so anti-Mac, both of you. It's like you're a team of activists. Look,
I mean, and I understand.
Stupid.
No, I mean, I don't think iPhone people are stupid. No.
But
And I don't think he's never said that. He's never said that. No, he does.
For old people and children or something. What is he saying?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say that. He says that iPhones are for old people and kids, basically, so, which he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, that's one of the reasons why my mom likes her iPhones, because she finds it easy to use too. So
BA, hang on. Hey, let the big dog eat. Have you ever had an iPhone, or do you just hate them? Have you ever owned one? I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying?
Pete says my battery life lasts 2 days and I'm on the phone a lot. Oh, and like I said, I'm sure the iPhone's improved as this guy. Yeah, you guys, I had an iPhone 4 and that was how many years ago? So yeah, absolutely. And I just said that. I said, I know that they've improved as the time has, passed with, as iPhones have been coming out. So yeah, but I just prefer an Android over an iPhone. So, and again, I mean, I've used an Apple product before, and I just prefer Android over an Apple. So, and that's just my opinion, So
one time when my mom
Pete says I'm both old and a kid, so he's right. Stop it.
Relate to that. I'm literally old physically, but I feel like a kid inside, So I don't want
Joel,
to. I'm a
Joelish says, I like my phone since it's for adults and not babies. LOL.
And babies don't even have phones.
So Dula says his wife owns one. So
Okay. Well, have you ever owned one? Like, I mean,
I assume that his wife owns one. So you probably used her phone before.
At
is that
age,
right?
not your shoe size, baby. We can be mama. Okay, so okay, so let the big dog eat. You've never owned one then. So how could you really know? I mean, I'm thinking Lou knows because he worked at Verizon, right? He worked at the Verizon.
Well, he's worked at a cell phone.
He probably knows a little bit more about what's going on as far as the insights. Like, what makes you not like him? Let the big dog eat. I'm just wondering because I love it and I don't get people.
After Billy Paul says, Cece says iPhones are for bitches. I mean, is that supposed to be a compliment? I don't know. Like,
I don't know either.
I mean, because you just said she owns an iPhone, so does that make her a bitch? I don't know. I'm confused. So,
oh, there was something about the simulation I thought about, and I can't remember what it was, but not the point they were making, but I had a real major deja vu. Right before, when I was doing something, I'm like, I feel like I just recently thought about this. And so it makes me wonder if that's part of the simulation thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I need somebody who knows about the simulation to educate me. Because I'm just fascinated with that now. I don't think we're in a simulation, but I think we're each in our own simulation, if that makes sense.
Well, if I'm in a simulation, I really need somebody, whoever's controlling my simulation, I need you to fucking fix it, okay? Because I need my AC fixed. I need I need a lot of shit to happen. So whoever's controlling my simulation, I need you to make this shit happen, all right? So Joelish says, I had iPhones from like 3G to X, got super bored since literally they never changed, went to Pixel, never going back. Well, I hope I had the same feeling about this Pixel phone. So, but I have a feeling that but I've already said that I'm never going back to Apple anyway. So yeah.
Y'all are phone snobs, and I'm getting teased on that. I'm getting teased in the chat room. They're saying I'm a simulation.
Oh yeah, Pete and Huffbilly Paul both definitely agree that you were in a simulation. So
they think I am a simulation. Like I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't know.
Well, Pete says Pete says TK is definitely in a simulation, and then Paul says TK is a simulation.
Yeah. If I was a simulation,
Paul says my simulation has Clemson sucking. Well, then you're in the right simulation then, because they currently do suck.
But isn't like in all honesty, isn't Georgia Tech a little bit better now than they've been in the recent past? I don't follow them, so I barely follow my own team.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this much. And then y'all can, but I know, like in the beginning of the football, before the start of this football season, Lou was kind of high on Clemson. So if that says anything right there.
So they should feel better. Or, I mean, because their team sucks. I'm just kidding. I can't troll them. No, I control Paul. Paul is for the taking. But any other Clemson fans, don't take anything personally. I'm just trying to piss off Paul.
Slim Shady Canes, welcome, by the way, says Lou runs BA simulation. No, because even if he ran my simulation, there would be no way on earth that he would make it to where the air conditioning unit breaks. Okay, so no way he's running my simulation. Yeah. There would be no way that in my simulation he would make the AC unit break. So no.
And he said, Slim says, I was assimilated into the simulation.
Paul says, no excuses, TK. That Clemson team sucked bad in that game.
Oh, well, I mean, but see, like when I watched, I didn't really watch that game because I was Ubering at the time, but I got home and I was able to watch the end of the Georgia-Tennessee game. I was like, when I went on there, I was kind of shocked because Tennessee was ahead, but not totally shocked because I know they're better now. But
well, look, they were winning the whole. Tennessee was up the whole first half. Half.
But see, Georgia always comes back in the second half.
And that was the thing. I mean, yeah. I mean
like
that. And
after a while with Bama, I just said, I don't care what happens. They're going to win. That he's going to pull it out of his ass. It's going to be a Hail Mary, whatever the fuck, he's going to win. And it's true. Nick Saban had this gift that he passed on to Kirby. Now Kirby Smart has it. And none of the rest of us have it. And it's not fair. I think it's I'm gonna lead a protest. No, I'm just kidding.
What kind of protest? You're gonna protest? Wait, you're gonna protest against Kirby Smart?
No, I'm gonna protest because he's hogging all the. He needs to kind of calm down and just let some other people win.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, do you know? Does Georgia and LSU play?
Only if we go to the SEC championship. I don't think we play this year.
Okay.
Next, we play as like a little team, and I know we play Mississippi. Oh, I think we play Ole Miss.
Mississippi. Oh, Ole Miss. Okay, I thought you were going to say Mississippi State.
No, we play. I know we play Ole Miss, Arkansas, Alabama. Ole Miss, Arkansas, and Ole Miss is good. Who else do we play? Eat a moon pie, drink your 7-Up, and chill out. Hold on. Oh, my phone's not here. So what was I talking about?
We were talking about the games that LSU was.
I wanted to get my phone and look, but I can look on the computer. Durr.
So Paul says LSU is shit. Stop trying to pretend in your shut
up. We're 3-0 and you're like 1-2. Like, really? You're gonna sit there and troll me when your team sucks ass? Okay. So the next one is like Southeastern line. Oh, I went to Southeastern for a semester. They're gonna play them. That's in Hammond. Well, it's not gonna be in Hammond. It's gonna be in Tiger Stadium, obviously, but it's a little game. And then we go to Ole Miss, then we South Carolina, then we go to Vanderbilt, then the Texas A&M comes to us, thank God. And we go to Alabama, and then Arkansas comes to us, and then Kentucky, and then Oklahoma. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm worried about most of them, except for the little team. I'm not really worried about Arkansas. Even though sometimes they tend to, when they get an upset, it's usually against us. It's weird. Okay. I'm not worried about Western Kentucky. I don't know about Oklahoma. I mean, they're playing really well, but I mean, they're playing little teams from what I understand. Oh, no, wait, who did they play? I think they haven't played anybody really, really big yet. Michigan. They played Michigan and won. But I think other than that, it was a couple little teams. I could be wrong, though. So.
Cockaboos Conductor says you shouldn't worry about South Carolina.
Well, okay. So I'm worried. I'll tell you which ones I'm kind of legit. I was even legit worried about Florida because I knew they were coming off that loss, and they are a big rival. And they can pull it. They can sometimes pull it out of their ass, girl. It's just weird. Okay. So I'm worried about Ole Miss. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about South Carolina. I'm not really worried about Vanderbilt, but they've been doing weirdly well lately. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm a little afraid of Texas A&M, and I'm afraid of Alabama, and I'm a tiny bit afraid of Oklahoma. So those are 4 that I'm really kind of more afraid of. But you never know. We could win all those and then we'll lose to Arkansas or some shit, because that has happened to us before. Like we've won every game and then for some reason, shitty Arkansas upsets us. You know, it just
Vic Tube says you should be worried about Vandy.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think Vandy's getting better. That's like they're actually getting a football team there. But I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, okay. I'm worried about 5 then. When Paul Simulation decided to tailgate, okay.
Really? 3? Why? Why would they 3 miles off campus?
Because they're silly.
What I need to know is, was Paul okay after the game? Like I haven't had a chance to go watch like all the videos and stuff like that. But what was Paul okay after the game? Oh, Paul says Pete's lying.
Well, we don't know. Paul's usually the one that lies around here.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Pete says Jay tailgated outside the police station so his speakers wouldn't get stolen.
Jeez. He loves those speakers.
Oh, man. Nate says, Vic, you should be worried about beating Alabama. Don't tell us who we should be worried about, Nate. All right,
I mean,
you need to be worried about Michigan. All right, because Michigan sucks.
No, it's possible for Alabama. I think they probably still have some Saban people. I don't know. Do they still have some Saban people on that team? I don't know. But you never know with them, right? But yeah, I pretty much think the dynasty is over, even if they're still good, because they're not the same team as he made that team.
Well, that's true, but I mean,
like Bear Bryant did before. We don't need a Mr. I mean, he was our coach. You know that, right? Nick Saban was our coach for how many years, or 1 year?
LSU.
Yeah, and
I think
more than 1 year, duh. But we won a natty with him. Okay. Well, I don't know for long, Nate. I mean, Georgia still looks like Georgia, and they don't have Nick Saban anymore, because Nick Saban was greater than Kirby, and now Kirby is the best.
Yeah, but they didn't have Nick Saban last year, and they beat us last year.
Well, because they still had Saban people on there, I mean, he was probably.
I don't know. I mean, listen. Lou always says that Alabama's got Georgia's number. It doesn't matter who's coaching them. They play to beat Georgia. That's what Lou always says. So
well, I feel like they, because they play to beat us too, because we're the two teams that we always have a bye week before that game. It's just something we do, like Nick Saban did it over there, because he already knew what it was like at LSU. And so we followed suit. We're like, well, fuck it. We're going to get a rest week too, It has to be a fair game. Otherwise, that's how much of a rival we are.
Yeah.
We change, we make that schedule. That's just a thing we do.
Well, we have Georgia has a bye week next week.
We're playing the little team, so we'll both of us.
And then we play. Yeah, and then we play Alabama.
Alabama, and we play Ole Miss, and I'm scared. Alabama. Maybe Arlene needs to come out.
Oh. Will Arlene be making an appearance?
I have my wig. I
still like that. What is that thing that you use for? What's that thing called that you use for the cigarettes? The long little stick thing. You remember what? you know what I'm talking about? For Arlene, you use it for.
Oh no, I just use a regular cigarette, but I don't light it, and then I kind of make it. Make sure it sticks a little. And then, after a while, because you're talking and you're trying to, the way you're holding your mouth, it makes it almost stick to your lip, because the air is coming in and drying it on your lip. So it kind of hangs there.
Paul says you have some cool wigs. Great to pull what? Great to pull on?
Great to pull on. I guess put on my wig. It was so
I
uncomfortable.
thought you only had one. Don't you only have one
No,
wig?
I only have that one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I have mannequin heads because I want to learn the hairstyling too, but that's separate. That just the braids and things like that. Because I could, if I wanted to, I could do like I told you, like braids. I can do the wraps. I can do like like put styling, wedding updos, that kind of thing. With just
Slim Shady Kane says Arlene's boyfriend came in today on domestic charges.
Remember when me and Raj used to play it off like I was like, you know what? It would have been fun to do a whole show with that, but I mean, we were so bad, girl. Like we would say the worst things. Like it was almost like, let's see who could say something more insane.
I always used to love when Raj.
We can't do this for a whole, not even 30 minutes. I think people will get freaked out.
I used to always love when Rod would come on the StreamYard and yell, Arlene, get your ass in the truck or whatever.
Get your ass in the truck and make me a sandwich.
Yeah, there we go.
We were so irreverent. And it was hilarious. Like he would talk about, like I'll kick your ass. And I just went with it, It's like, it's dark humor,
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
So we do need to talk about as well too. So Vic had his little watch party this past weekend too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he only had one person show up.
Who was that?
K-Dog.
Oh, K-Dog. I have been he is so nice, and quiet and everything. And I don't know. That was very sweet of K-Dog.
So I'm wondering, I mean, I saw Vic in here earlier. I'm wondering like how much like food did he have left over? Because it had to be a bunch. So he'll probably be eating good for like the next. Yeah, he'll probably be eating good for like the next week. Did
he RSVP?
I as far as I knew from what I heard Vic saying, like I thought that like K-Dog was supposed to be coming, Millis Vanillis was supposed to be going, and
no, you can't depend on Millis Vanillis.
And Tiger Baskins was supposed to be going.
Oh my God, he's alive still. Hi, Tiger, if you're listening. Hi. I know. I mean, I haven't seen him in like ages. I haven't seen Fish and Football. I haven't seen anybody. No, I don't dislike Mrs. K-Dog. She's just annoying. Like she's annoying as fuck. But I mean, I wouldn't like if I met her, we would probably get along great.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I mean,
annoying when okay, it's bad enough when the guys troll you, but it's something different when a woman trolls you, don't you think, girl? Like it bothers me more. Like, in other words, the way she trolls is almost like she's trying to be one of the guys, but she's a woman. So something about it bothers me. Does that make any sense?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I know the guys are, well, and plus I don't know her. I mean, usually the guys in here, like anybody who trolls me that I've met, it just doesn't bother me because we've met. Like, but when it's some stranger, like I have some little strangers on here that'll pop up every once in a while and troll the shit out of me. And I've never seen them. I'm never going to meet them. They never go in the StreamYard. So I just, whatever, But, she was kind of meanish about it, right? Or annoying. I don't know. She just annoyed the shit out of me. And then she went away.
I mean, I think the thing that just kind of really rubbed me the wrong way about her was I felt like she was always trying to stir up shit.
Yeah, that's what was annoying because it's like, lady,
and that's the thing. Like,
you don't even hang around us. Why are you trying to get into the drama? You don't even hang around us.
That was the one thing that I, and I mean, people have called me catty for it or whatever, women are catty like that or whatever.
No, I would love to meet the woman. Like I said, she just,
and that's the thing. She's had every opportunity to kind of, hang out with us, like the two times that we had the softball, thing going on. Like, I mean, K-Dog basically lives behind Raj, you know, so
Yeah.
it's not like, you know, it's not like she couldn't have just walked over or, you know, hung out with us. It's like
Yeah, like,
she
and then whenever
she
we were going
chooses not to be to be a part of the
and the
group.
few
So
times she would go on a StreamYard, as soon as one of us would go on, she would just she wouldn't even say goodbye. It's like it's just weird behavior to me. Okay, I know I'm weird, but I basically put it out there who I am and what I'm about. Where she doesn't. She just tries to stir up shit, and I don't, you know. But yet she won't even
and
come
then
down the street to meet us.
and
it's
that's
just
the
like,
thing too.
lady,
Yeah,
don't troll me if you don't even want to meet me. You know,
right,
it's
right,
like that. So
right. Yeah,
it's not
and
that I couldn't handle her.
that's
I
really
mean,
the only
she's a
thing that I
Filipino. She's probably really sweet. She would have fed me pancit if I hadn't been so mean to her, but she's fucking annoying. And out there, I don't apologize because I don't do that anymore, guys. I don't apologize anymore. Just so you know, and make sure everybody knows it. If she's
Yes.
annoying, she's annoying. So I'm not going to apologize for that.
So,
but I'm sure she's a nice lady. I mean, you know.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I can't pass judgment because I've never met her. You know, I can only
She's
go
probably-
off. I can
she's
only
probably
go off
just
by
shy.
what I've seen, and you know what I've seen in the comment section. And I mean, to me, it seems like anytime that she showed up or you know was in anybody's comment section was because she was trying to start some shit. You know, so
Yeah. But like, as for me, for instance, like I don't even like trolling so much the guys that much unless we're for instance, like with the Clemson thing. Like I love giving Paul hell right now, but I don't want Mrs. Peete or Mr. Peete or P Dish or anybody who's a Clemson fan to think that I'm being mean because I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Hey Pete,
hey Pete,
Hey, what's up, ladies?
not
how are
much.
you? You made it home safe?
Sorry about the loss,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, good to hear.
Well, Clemson took a loss. I didn't. I beat the fuck out of those nerds. But I wanted to set
who
the
else did you
record
play
straight.
with?
We the pickleball place. It was me, Rec Talk, Sea Dog, one of Sea Dog's friends from work. I think we were the only ones that played. Jay and Hoverbilly Paul drove down there to meet us to hang out with us. But this is what actually happened. So we're at the pickleball place. It's like 8 o'clock. We're leaving 8 or 8:30, and we made plans for the next morning because Rec Talk had all of our tickets. So we had to meet. We had to meet up with them, and we wanted to meet up with them anyway. So we're like, okay, we're meeting at 9:30 in the morning at the bookstore. There's a bookstore on campus that's not far from the stadium. And the plan was to meet at the bookstore. The reason we were meeting at the bookstore is because there's a Waffle House right next to it, and we wanted to eat breakfast before we went into the stadium, right?
Mhm.
So me and Rec Talk Rec Talk had a reserved parking spot that he goes to every game or whatever. We walk all the way across campus, like a mile and a half, to the bookstore. We get to the bookstore at 9:30. They're not there. So I called Jay. I'm like, hey, where y'all at? And he's like, oh, we got a parking spot somewhere, blah, blah, blah. I'll drop you a pin. And we're like, what? We're like, we were supposed to meet you here. So he's like, well, fuck, but what are we doing? Studying? Fuck bookstore. We're like, no, we're trying to eat breakfast, dude. So we have to walk
That sounds like something Jay would say, actually.
Yeah. So we have to walk all the way back across campus and then over. I mean, they basically parked off campus. I mean, another 3 feet, they were off campus. And we finally got to him. And I'm not shitting you. I wasn't even trolling. He parked right across from the fucking Georgia Tech police station.
Oh my God.
I mean, right there was cops standing everywhere right there. And I said, why'd you park here? He's like, I don't want to get my shit stolen, man. I want to get my shit broken into, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
But were they mad at the noise?
No, he wasn't playing his music or anything.
Okay.
They were just hanging out. They were just hanging out.
Did
But-
Jay ask him, hey man, can you
No.
keep an eye on my speakers, my ride?
No, so listen. So now it's like 10:30. The game starts at 12, okay? It's 10:30 and we're like we were there for like 10 minutes. I was like, we got to go. And Jay's like, why? The game don't start for 4 more hours. I go, what are you talking about? It starts in an hour and a half. He's like, I thought the game didn't start till 4:30.
Oh my God. Jay,
so-
lay off the whippets, man.
So we had to walk all the way back. Me and Rec Talk. at this point we had walked like 5 miles. Me and Rec Talk had since we got there.
Yeah.
We hadn't done anything but walk the whole time since we got there. Then we made it to the stadium on time, but we didn't get to do anything else because Paul and Jay decided to fucking park in Timbuktu for no reason.
Well, don't forget, Slaw did the same thing. We went to that Miami Clemson game. He wanted to save $3 on parking, so he parked 2.5 miles away.
Yeah.
And didn't he get lost too? Like, did he get lost leaving that game, or like he left the game early, or
no? What we did by the time the game was over and we got something to eat, we sent him packing on his own to go get the truck. Either that or we were going to Uber to it, one or the other. At that point, because it was 11, 12 o'clock at night. I was like, none of us felt like walking 2.5 miles back to his truck because he wanted to save, $3.50 on parking.
We even drew them a map at the pickleball place. We were like, all right, let's meet here. And Paul's like, where's that at? Fucking Rec Talk pulls out a napkin and draws them a goddamn map to where to meet us. And then, so we get there, we're like, what happened to the plans? And Jay's like, fuck that map.
And see, that should have been right up Paul's alley because he was alive when they invented maps.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all can use the Google phone? Wait. Never mind.
You can
No,
use maps.
they all had iPhones, so they couldn't get a fucking map.
I love my iPhone. It's got 2 apps on it.
Yeah, but
So
old people and kids don't need maps, so that's why they're not on iPhones.
So Hubberbilly Paul says he didn't decide to park there. He was just the ride along. So that should have made it easier for you to navigate using the map then if you were just the ride along.
Exactly. Passenger Princess is supposed to do something. Jesus.
Yeah, I talked about that, Lou. I talked about that.
Oh.
He says one person showed up for Tube's football party down bad.
Who was the one person?
K-Dog.
Oh, God.
Yeah, K-Dog.
Isn't that sweet?
Dude, I got headbutted in the jaw today.
Oh, you did?
You.
Yeah, some drunk asshole felt like being an asshole and headbutted me.
So is it bruised? Did they have to look at it in an X-ray?
No, it ain't bruised or nothing, but well, I mean, he's got a bruise. He's got a black eye now.
So did he catch another charge for that?
Oh yeah, he caught a charge in a bow.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple of them, but it hurts.
What the? Yeah, you had to hit him. I mean, you had to put him down.
I couldn't imagine having a job like that.
Yeah. Every now and then, it's worth getting your aggression out for.
Hey,
Hey, Paul, talk a little louder. We can't hear you that good.
Hey, I got Jay Shice in the back room. Hey, Nate, I'm gonna put you in the back room real quick, okay?
No, wait.
So-
I've got to know. Did Slaw put the bag on his head and storm the field with the Georgia Tech fan?
What's
no.
up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, yeah?
Jay?
I'm
Hey.
disappointed.
Yeah, so there was definitely a lack in communication.
There was not.
What we have
No
here
lack of
is a
communication.
failure
Damn.
to communicate.
Yeah, and I'm the one sending the text.
Uh-oh.
Jay drops.
See, even his connection doesn't believe his story.
Jay's frozen. There we go. You were frozen. Oh, frozen again.
He's got 4G.
Hey, leave it to Georgia Tech though to have a tailgate at the bookstore. Is there more Georgia Tech thing ever?
Oh my gosh,
So
you're right.
Here's the deal, Slim. I took a paper bag I did. I cut it all out. I doctored it up.
There you go. You're unfrozen now, Jay.
But I
Good.
I didn't remember to grab it out of Jay's truck on the way when we started walking because everybody was in a hurry. So I got halfway down there and like I'm not going all the way back to get it. But I did have a bag. I was planning to do that.
If you had put that bag on, if he put that bag on his head, I was going to light it on fire.
Dude, I've got to know. Then this is a legit question. This is not trolling. Where do you find a paper grocery bag these days?
I had to go to Kroger and ask.
The grocery store still have them.
Do
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, grocery stores still have them.
Not around here. They don't.
I had to ask for it.
Yeah. They
So-
they do still have them.
I figured if you asked for a paper bag, they'd call you a climate denier and stone you.
No. They
Well,
I
it's
like
behind
those brown paper
behind the
bags for
reusable
trash
bags in the little caddy
in my
there.
art
We had to
room, like,
find
or in
them.
my craft area.
So Jay Shipe says it was a lack of communication. So
No,
so he didn't realize that you guys were meeting at the
Bullshit.
bookstore because you guys were
No,
going to eat at Waffle House.
That's exactly it. Because I had a complimentary breakfast. Paul's not a damn morning breakfast eater. I was like, why the hell are we going to a GT bookstore? I said, do they have reserved parking in it or something? And the answer I got back was no. I was like, well, why the hell are we going to the bookstore?
we didn't tell you to park at the bookstore. We told you that's where we were meeting at.
Well, listen, I'm not going to park across the damn stadium from the bookstore if I ain't going to the bookstore. You know?
Yeah, instead you parked off campus.
No, it was on campus, barely.
Yeah,
but-
by 3 feet.
Well, it's about 100 feet, but yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know why y'all wanted to go to the damn bookstore. All I know is we don't need no GT swag, you know. So like, fuck that bookstore.
That's not the point. The point is that's where we were supposed to meet. We went there and you weren't there.
He said, "Fuck your bookstore."
Well, listen, I showed up with a cooler with 3 cases of beer in it. I thought I was doing a good thing. Like, fuck that breakfast. I'm drinking beer.
Hey, breakfast of champions, right there.
Yeah, no shit.
No,
Jay-
we didn't.
Me and Rec are on the way. We're on whatever interstate it was, 75, on the way to the game. And Jay sends us a picture of his car parked in a parking spot somewhere. Like that. He's like, "We're here."
Yeah.
It's like literally a
and-
picture,
yeah,
a picture of a
and
car
drop-
in a parking spot.
Yeah, and drop the pin location and the street names and every damn thing else. You nerds to find it. And
Yeah.
that's another thing. You texting these motherfuckers and these nerds say, "I'm driving." I was like, "Motherfucker." Ah, damn.
Hey,
Jesus.
safety first, okay, Jay? Safety first.
Oh, fuck that. I can.
we're all
drink beer,
not
chew gum, smoke
rebels like
cigarettes,
you.
And cuss out motherfuckers driving down the road and read a fucking map at the same time.
Obviously not, because you couldn't read the map that Rec Talk drew for you.
Okay, I seen the map. The map was drawn of where hopefully Paul can walk from the fucking bus station. I ain't gonna let my man walk, so I did good. I
Well,
went
that's
and
the
grabbed
other,
him.
yeah. So that's the other thing too. Paul's like, "I'm riding the MARTA to get there to meet you." We
Yeah.
didn't even know you were. We didn't know you were driving him.
Yeah,
Well, we weren't. I did go to Marta.
safety of
Jay
numbers,
picked me
man.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
I got
Atlanta.
off at Marta and Jay picked me up. I was a victim though because I couldn't go anywhere. I was captive.
I just figured it'd be better communication. I was like, God damn, these nerds can't even plan fucking getting together for a damn tailgate.
We did make a plan. You just broke it and just decided to go rogue on us.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
Go
That's true.
rogue.
But it wasn't that far from the stadium. It's just completely opposite of where you guys said to meet. Which
Yeah,
made it
exactly. So
long.
we had to walk 2 miles to get
Yeah.
to you and then
Yeah.
leave immediately because Jay thought the game started at 4.
Well, it doesn't matter what time it started. I want to do some tailgating, and I was like, why the hell are we meeting at this damn bookstore? But Paul didn't say shit about no damn Huddle House or Waffle House or whatever it means.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had already eaten a fucking free complimentary breakfast at the hotel.
But anyway, that being said, it was kind of cool because we got to stay. When I say we stayed, we were on the campus, got to see a lot of people walking to the game. So that's good.
Yeah, a lot of people walking, including us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my legs are tired.
So
from the-
here's a question, Pete. Did you end up sitting next to Paul?
No. Fuck no.
I told you I wasn't going to.
You
And
know,
I wasn't
when
gonna
I
put
because
him-
I
I
like I
wasn't
said,
gonna
I
put
was
him through
Ubering. I
my-
didn't know they were playing at that time. And when I looked at my ESPN app and I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, I bet Paul is totally annoying Pete right now.
I did.
Oh,
Like,
I
probably
watched-
being a horrible
do that.
human.
I was sitting outside smoking a cigarette, got to watch the end of that game, and I started to text Pete there, but I was like, yeah, now might not be the best time.
That game was almost like the Georgia Tennessee, like it was always so close, and then something. Well, not always, not in the beginning, but then it just at the end, just crazy things happen, and then somebody wins.
I got to watch that too. We watched the end of that. We've got like a 70-inch touchscreen monitor back in the back in the squad room, I logged into my Hulu account and we put the last like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes of the Tennessee Georgia game on the 70-inch we got back there.
Yeah, that game was wild for sure.
So we did walk a lot, but we weren't that far away from where we were parked. We were just far away from where Pete and Rec Talk actually started from. So yeah, it's 3 miles for them. It was about a mile for us, or a little.
Yeah,
Listen,
trust me.
I walk 7 to 8 miles a day. I don't even want to hear that.
Yeah, I walked so damn much in the casino Thursday night, going back and forth to the room for damn beer. I was fucking worn out. That's the reason I didn't play with damn pickleball Saturday. I knew I had to walk that damn stadium Saturday.
But that being said, we let them out. I mean, this is the thing about the game. We let them win that game because we didn't play from snap to finish. You know what I mean? First snap to finish, we did not play. And we played a little bit in the middle, but we didn't play the whole game. And that's Clemson's modus operandi. We don't play a complete game. And that's a problem.
I mean, some of us around here ain't got them problems. I don't know what that's like.
Well, I know. Miami's God, and there ain't nothing wrong with them and nothing, whatever. I do think Miami's probably a playoff team, though.
I should have
Playoff
sat
team
next
in
to
that?
Paul.
Yeah.
Paul just sat there with his fucking head in his hands the entire game.
That was the quietest I ever seen.
Just
Paul
editorializing the whole time.
Really? Wow.
Basketball, baseball, football. I've never seen him that quiet.
Wow.
Hey,
Go
hey
look
guys, see this my little dog, man. So it's back. Let's quit working like 2 years ago, and anyway, I got it back working, and damn it, the back just went out on him again. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off. I got to deal with this little dog issue right
Oh,
now.
all right.
I'll take care
All right.
of little wiener.
Yeah.
All right, y'all be good.
Thanks
I
for
love
coming,
those
Jay.
kind of dogs.
Yeah,
They're
Jay
cute.
Shipes Christ over here is going to make a paralyzed dog walk.
No, but isn't that awesome though?
You,
Like
you want
Jay
to
has
borrow
such a
Lou's Pope
tender,
costume?
sweet heart. No,
Jay
but like Jay has
Shipes
like
Christ.
this loving heart, but he's wild, you know.
All right, Nate.
Kind of like Nate. Nate's wild, but he's kind of got this tender heart.
Hey, go look at the thumbnail of the reaction video that I
Oh, I
posted
saw
yesterday.
it.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
I
Yeah,
saw
that
it.
picture of Paul.
Yeah.
That's pure gold.
I was down bad.
You were down
No, but
bad.
it looked like he was almost in a fetal position.
Hey, it actually, like yesterday actually worked out for me. That Miami game got like a 2-hour lightning delay.
Oh my
So I
god.
actually got to see like 3/4 of the game by the time I got off.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pouring down rain where they were at. I mean, wow.
There was a
Well, that's
couple of
Miami.
games, I think, right? That were.
Yeah.
Well, that was last week. There was like 3 or 4 because Clemson was one of them.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, in Miami, it's to be expected. It rains every day there.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that I said about Florida. The when I visited, the first time I ever visited Florida when I was a teenager, I went to Jacksonville, and it rained the entire fucking time I was there. It was a summer thing. I was supposed to babysit my nieces because my you guys are gonna laugh at this. I know, cliche, right? Because my aunt and uncle owned a convenience store in Jacksonville.
Sorry.
So they had asked me to babysit my 2 nieces for the summer, and like I was just so depressed. Like I was there for a week and it rained the whole week that I was there. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
I'll do that. It where I lived in Clearwater, my wife thought I was full of shit because I told her you set your watch by it, and I knew it was coming. We had gone down there. I think it was our first vacation in like 2012. I think something like that. But I mean, it's clear skies, bright sunny day. I was like, all right, let's go check out the beach shops, and we'd only been there for like an hour. It's like, what are you talking about? I said, trust me. No sooner than we walk into the first surf shop up there, the bottom falls out of it.
Oh.
I told her, I said, give it a half hour. It'll be gone. Sure enough.
It's like you might get a little sprinkle here and there. You might get a downpour, but it's going to go away, and you know it will. So you just have to.
Oh, yeah. And we got a downpour. There was 4 inches of water in the street, and within half hour, it was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I that must have been just a weird summer then. I mean, granted, it was like 30 years ago, but but still, that was my very first impression of Florida, and I was like, fuck this. I don't know. I was like, it rains too much here. I can't deal with it.
Well, I
It'll be
heard,
21 years, JC, to answer your question. They've been there 21 years.
I heard city of Seattle gets the most rain of any city, I think, in the United States.
But what's funny, JC, since you bring that up, Miami didn't join a conference until 91. And we still have more conference titles than Florida does.
Damn.
Aren't they? Isn't Florida a founding member of the SEC?
True.
I'm not sure.
They are.
Yeah.
It was a rhetorical question.
A rhetorical question. Okay.
Let me correct you, Slim. You have more national titles than Florida.
No, we have more conference titles than Florida too.
Yeah, let him correct you.
Yeah.
Correct you.
Yeah. Correct me, Clarice. But correct me right. But correct me right. We still have more conference titles than Florida too.
Yeah, you did win Big East.
Yeah, correct me, Root. Yeah.
You also have more national titles. But.
Yeah, we got more of them too.
I do believe Miami.
Jolish says Clemson lost because their quarterback was their running back as well.
Oh
no, we lost because Dabo doesn't know how to fix.
Dude, serious question nobody thinks Garrett Riley is a bad offensive coordinator. Has that man had a stroke?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure he's not a bad offensive coordinator?
That might be the other question. He's right there.
I mean, that was the argument at TCU that it was not Garrett Riley's offense; it was Sonny Dykes' offense.
Yep. So you don't know that he's not a bad offensive coordinator.
When you say that, yeah, when you run more quarterback runs than with running backs, and your running backs outrush your quarterback, then you might be a bad offensive coordinator.
Yeah. That's saying something.
Hey, JC, since you want to bring that up, go look at the rankings back then, sir. The Big East was better than the SEC.
I am going to say this, though. I did say that the Clemson was going to lose at least 4 games this year.
You did. You did.
You did say that. We did say that.
And I did. And I'm
straight from the scripture of slaw.
Yep.
Have they lost 4 games yet?
They're halfway there.
Well,
okay. But Paul probably thought they were going to beat us, right, Paul? Who did you have you losing to?
Well, there's about 3 more coming to you.
No.
Well, originally, yeah.
Who did you think you were going to lose to? I mean, it wasn't.
No,
us,
I didn't think we'd lose to LSU. I thought I didn't.
Hey, but we can also put that argument to bed. LSU's not a good football team.
Yeah,
we're still 3-0. We're still 3-0.
I mean, that's fine, but you had 5 interceptions and only won by 10. That's cheeks.
Hold on now. Paul picked Florida to beat LSU last week on this very show.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, he did. You're right. He absolutely did.
From it either.
Oh.
So just hang tight. The LSU will catch their L's. It's going to be probably 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
But that
so
being
who
said,
else do you think they're losing to?
Well, I haven't said.
He thinks Ole Miss for sure.
I looked at their damn schedule about.
Okay, it's Ole Miss, yes, right? You think we're going to lose to Ole Miss,
yes.
Alabama?
Yes.
Okay, we're playing Arkansas. What about them?
Yes.
You think we'll lose to Arkansas?
Oh, you'll lose every one of these motherfuckers.
Huh?
You won't. You'll be lucky to get out with 4.
Now you're dude. I want you to be serious right
you
now.
Will. No, I am serious.
I mean, there's an argument to be made that Arkansas can beat you. Arkansas is a tough physical football team.
No, they've done it before. No, they've done it before. But they're going to be in Tiger Stadium, so that's what matters.
It matters a little.
Yeah,
it matters a whole lot to us.
Yeah, not really.
I think
we're going to get that pig. We're going to have pig for dinner.
You're going.
Hey, all I hear is how Miami doesn't have home field advantage. But we're 8-2 against the last 10 ranked teams that came to Miami.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
But no,
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
mind
telling
visiting
you.
that. I would
we-
love to go to any state. I would love to go to the Clemson one and see that whole thing they do in the beginning, that pageantry.
I'm going to South Carolina next year. Miami's playing South Carolina. I've never been to what did Pete call it? The Cockroach Stadium.
The upside down cockroach.
Yeah.
What? The
Cockroach?
cockroach stadium? Why do they
Like a
call the
dead
cockroach
cockroach.
stadium?
Really? Because they say the stadium looks like an upside down cockroach.
Oh, I thought maybe they had a
Oh, is
lot
that
of
their
roaches
mascot?
around.
Yeah,
It
that's
does
what I was
it-
thinking too.
I'm like, damn, I wouldn't go to the stadium that had roaches around.
That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a cockroach laying on its back. When you kill a cockroach that's laying on its back and it's got its legs
Yeah.
all jacked up. Yeah, this is exactly
Yeah.
what it looks
What
like.
are the
Huh.
legs though? Are they just
I don't know.
cranes?
As
Huh?
long as it doesn't get canceled, Miami's supposed to do a home and home with
Just-
Auburn too.
just-
So I'm gonna go
just
check out the voodoo at Jordan Hare.
Wear protection. They throw raw chicken at you when you're in the stadium.
I mean, okay, and I throw hot lead, so
Thank you,
it's all
Joelish.
good.
Thank you so
Joelish,
much,
thank you for the
Joel.
super chat. He says offenses get better as the season progresses. LSU will be
Offenses.
fine. Offenses, sorry, yeah, offenses get better
Hey,
as the season
Joelish, you can
progresses.
brown nose TK all you want. She ain't giving it up, Doug.
No, but he's correct because I think we are doing. I mean, I know I
Well,
can
she
tell our
might.
defense
She
is
might
better.
give it up.
but-
I don't know.
Well, yeah, she
At
might.
least we have a cupcake next week. I can chill for a little bit.
See a picture of this stadium. What was it again? What's it called?
Williams
Uh,
Bryce.
Williams Bryce Stadium.
And put a picture up because I
Yeah,
think I've seen that
BRY.
before.
It's
They have,
BRYCE.
like,
I see it
clips
right
at
here.
the
Yeah.
end.
Williams
Joe
Bryce
said-
Stadium.
Yeah, BRY.
Joe says offenses get better unless you're Clemson.
Well,
Then you don't.
and unless you're Oklahoma last year, they kept
That
getting
is true.
injuries and their offense kept getting worse.
That is true. Well, and plus
Mhm.
Michigan too, because they.
But I'm
they're
gonna
just
I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you that Miami is likely to be one of the contenders in the playoffs. I think they're gonna be.
Well, for sure. And
I want to. Well, what you said about Clemson not finishing a game, let's see Miami finish a season.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, we'll see.
yeah,
Yeah. Come
and
on.
maybe
Bob.
that's my pessimism coming out. I don't know, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Wow, Joelish is.
Damn.
Joelish needs to get a grip.
All right, let me see if I can. I'm gonna share this.
Hopefully, it doesn't hurt it too much when he grips that hard.
Joelish is full of
You
bull-
see that, TK?
bullshit.
There you go, upside down cockroach.
Upside down. I can see that. Yeah. Look, especially
see
over
it
there.
at
If
all.
you look at from the top, it looks like that.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Miami plays South Carolina next year.
Looks like your basic stadium to me.
I think it's at South Carolina next
So,
year, and then
so these would, I
27th
guess,
in
be
Miami.
considered the legs, right? Like the legs
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
cockroach
those are
right
the
here.
legs
Yeah.
that-
So yeah,
that
you're right.
like-
It does.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
has two. I mean, but those go pretty high, right? Because they
Well,
don't
here,
have
here's a,
other
here's a
sides.
better.
Oh,
Here we
wait,
go.
hang on, but I didn't see the sides before. Show that
There you
last picture.
The last one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It
This
looks like
this is
different.
actually more head on. Yeah, like this
Okay,
one
yeah.
looks. Yeah, this one looks more like it right here.
That's
so.
all their lighting system.
Oh, right here where these are, right here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what the lights are
okay.
coming
The
from.
stadium lights.
And I
Also,
think it's fancy though, right? It does a lot of colorful stuff and everything.
Yeah, I think so.
no, it's been like that since before LEDs. But there's more diseases inside that stadium there is inside of a cockroach.
Why?
Damn.
Why?
I might.
Well, listen, all you need to know about Williams Bryce is there is a Waffle House right next door to it. That's all you need to know. It tells you everything about the University of South Carolina that
Hey,
you'll
there's
ever
not-
need to know.
What's wrong with Waffle House? All right, there's nothing wrong with Waffle House.
It's the equivalent of Spirit Airlines.
Oh.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Great entertainment value if you're into the Jerry Springer show.
Damn.
Yeah,
Joe
gotta get
Lish,
the-
thank you again for the super chat. He says, as a Georgia Tech fan, I'm just sad I don't get to see my children, Clemson and Miami, play this year.
Wow.
You know, everybody says Miami's been irrelevant for 20 years or whatever the fuck they say. Thank you for proving them all wrong. we're obviously not.
Ask Joe when the last time Georgia Tech beat Clemson was.
I know.
I do too.
I'm sure he knows the answer to that.
Yesterday. That was when.
That's right, Billy Paul. Yesterday.
Or yesterday.
Oh,
I'll be right back. I got to get some Gatorade.
How long has it been?
Hey, I can't even tell you how stupid we are. The whole freaking Clemson football team. I don't know what the hell. They don't know how to run the ball. They don't know how to defend the run. They are just. I mean, god dang, it's bad, man. We're in a bad way over here.
Yeah.
Well, Paul's in a bad way for sure.
Yeah.
Jolish says it's been a decade since yesterday.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm turning 24 tomorrow.
24?
Yeah.
Well, you only got
Hard
about 10 years before you get. Well,
No, not real. Well, I don't know math, so.
Hey, Jolish, I'd watch it if I were you, sir. I'm still in uniform, so that's talking shit to law enforcement officers.
Yeah,
don't break the law.
24 is the amount of games Nebraska's won in the past 6 years combined, I think.
Okay.
Actually, it's probably the total number of games that Nebraska's won since the last time Georgia Tech beat Clemson.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't get the reference, but okay.
Well, do the math. It's 10 years, 24. You might have gotten 24 wins in 10 years.
Okay, what about it?
Well, that's just sad. I mean,
That's down bad.
What's up, Scott Kerr?
I don't give a fuck.
Well, apparently not. Because
Scott says, Paul, for God's sake, change your Clemson shirt.
Wow.
Okay. All right, Scott. I'm wearing my Clemson shit every day, all day. I'm still wearing what I wore at Georgia Tech game right now.
Yeah, he hasn't changed
That's a lot right there.
He hasn't changed his clothes or showered since that game.
No,
he's on the Fran Brown path. He's not showering again until Clemson wins a game.
I'm not sure you. I'm not sure you should have announced that, Paul. So.
I'm gonna wear the shame.
I'm not sure you should have announced that.
Oh hell! It's been a long day, long night, long day.
Oh yeah, you're wallowing in your self-pity right now. Is that what's happening, Paul?
Of course I am.
You're too depressed to shower and change your clothes, so you're wanting to feel the sting of your loss. So
That's right.
I'm with Bulldog JC. Actually, I'm completely against Bulldog JC. Slaw deserves a shower and has earned his shower for preaching all these facts that he's been preaching about Clemson football for all this time.
Yes.
Nobody wants to hear me, including somebody called Pigskin Peete.
Well,
I hear you.
Because you're a catastrophizer.
He's Pete is denying the word, the gospel, if you will. I keep drawing all these comparisons, and eventually y'all are going to see it. Hufferbilly Slaw is the Jesus Christ equivalent to Clemson football.
You just jumped the shark, buddy.
No, because Jesus was nicer when people sinned. He says, it's okay, you're forgiven. And Paul just goes on and on about how people should get fired and they're shit and they're putrid and they stink and whatever.
Well, I didn't say they should get fired. I said they should be held accountable.
Ooh.
But he did say they're putrid and rancid.
Yes, he did say that.
But what does being accountable mean? I mean, to me, that means fired.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. But maybe it also means they just slap them.
What are they going to do? Spank them and put
them? Yeah,
them
right. Wait, are you going to take Dabo Swinney into an office somewhere and fucking hit him on their hand with a ruler?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what needs to happen.
Don't give him the contract.
He's already got the contract.
No, I'm saying that they need to, from here on out, don't give him a contract.
Well, the next time his contract up is 2036.
Here's what they need to start doing, and they do this with contracts all the time with NFL players. Start putting performance incentives and bonuses into these coaches' contracts. Like if you go 5-7, well, you don't get $4 million. You get 2.
Yeah, but college is not NFL though.
You want that other $2 million? You better make the ACC title game. You want another $1 million? You better make the playoffs.
Yep. Well, they ought to do a lot of things to change the way it works. But
You hit them in the pocketbook, you'll see shit change quick.
Money talks.
I wouldn't give them millions either. I mean, if you go 5-6, I'd give you 200,000.
There you go.
200,000. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, if I had a ton of money, I would give to LSU. I would, because anything to make them better, you know. But doesn't Dabo not even like the portal? Like, what does he need all the money for?
Well, hasn't Texas A&M and Texas proved to enough people that money actually doesn't matter?
Yeah, because
nobody has more money than them two.
Yeah, because they had like, does Texas have their own like?
I mean, literally, Texas A&M
in their spending budget in the government too.
Texas A&M has not won a national title since Hitler controlled most of Europe.
Wow, that's down bad.
Damn,
that's a long time.
Is that pre-World War II or during World War II? I think it's World War II.
I'd say that Dabo Swinney is one of the few coaches that gets paid that amount of money that's actually earned that amount of money.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that he did at one point. I think it's over. I think he's earning way more than he deserves now.
I mean, it like I said, player contracts are performance based all the time. Why aren't coaches?
Well, the reason he got that contract was based on performance. I don't know.
And I understand that. He should get that money when he's performing to that level. He shouldn't get that money when he's not.
Yeah, that's not how contracts work, dude.
It's exactly how contracts work with players.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
If a player signs $100 million, if Patrick Mahomes signed a $250 million contract or $500 million or whatever it was, if he sucks tomorrow, he's still getting that money. Deshaun Watson hasn't played 3 downs, and he's still getting paid all that money. So it's not performance based.
It's getting away from it, and I think the more that you see Deshaun Watson's creep up, where they're getting paid all this money and they don't perform.
You've been saying that for years, dude. They're still getting the contracts, whether you like it or not.
Because nobody's fallen off quite like that. You need a few of those to happen, and it will.
Yeah.
And no, I haven't been saying it for years. I've been saying it for a year.
No, you've been saying it for years.
If you're gonna misquote me correctly.
You've been saying it for years. You've been saying for years that we're going to stop seeing these giant inflated coaching contracts because
I literally started saying that this past offseason when people were talking about it.
It's not stopping.
So no, I haven't been saying it for you.
As a matter of fact, it's going to go the other way. The contracts are going to continue to get bigger, like they always have been.
Well, you know what happens then.
I'm not saying it's right. I mean, I agree with you. It shouldn't, but that's the way it's going to happen, whether you like it or not.
You think so?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
You see market resets in every other industry. So what makes this industry immune to it?
Show me one example where that's happened.
It hasn't yet. It's coming.
It's coming tomorrow.
It's literally happened in every other industry. Whether you're talking the oil industry, the housing market, literally everything. So what makes the entertainment market different? That makes it immune from it? Because at the end of the day, that's what it is the entertainment market.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't happened yet. So you can't provide one example where it has happened.
No, I've provided examples of where it's happened in literally every other industry. All I'm asking for is what makes this industry immune. Nothing.
They'll get it eventually.
Eventually, yeah, it's happening.
When
tomorrow?
Before GTA 6? I don't know.
Well, no, I don't know.
What?
No, that's supposed to be a joke. It's supposed to be the game.
You gotta know your audience, Nate. Know your audience.
I know.
But I do think Slim's directionally correct. I don't know when it will happen. That's the only thing. I think it's going to happen, but there have to be a lot of examples of people giving people NIL money and then they transferring out the next year to some other school without having any conditions.
Well,
Same thing.
there's a perfect example. It happened with Quinn Ewers. Contracts came into play.
Yep. I mean, this is going to come because people get
Quinn
burned
Ewers,
once.
you're talking about players now, not coaches. That's a different
Same
thing.
difference, though. I mean, they're going to.
No, it's not the same difference.
It's not the same difference,
Actually,
Bob.
no. According to every argument made, Pete, there is no difference.
There is a
Because
difference.
Because that's
let me
the
ask you
arguments
something,
we
Slim.
heard is
Name
why can
one time in 130 years that players or coaches' salaries have gone down instead of up.
Doesn't mean that they're going
And
to go out like
contracts.
they have
okay,
been.
I'm gonna finish my question since you so rudely interrupted me. God. We saw it specifically, like I said, with Quinn Ewers when he took his money from Ohio State and vamped to Texas. Contracts came into play. Now that kind of crap doesn't happen. Not with guys that are under contract.
So the point being is,
How much money is Arch Manning making after that happened?
A lot.
Seems like it is
And
happening there.
the exact argument that you made that coaches and players are different is the exact opposite argument literally everybody made for NIL. Well, if coaches can leave tomorrow, why can't the players? So everybody wants them on equal footing.
So you think
So
that
that's what they've made.
So you think the insane amount of money that these colleges are spending on players, quarterbacks, or whoever is going to go down now because that Arch Manning sucks?
Oh no, I think you're going to see enough bust. It's going to drive the market down.
No, it's not. It'll keep going up, bro. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Well, not really. You're actually seeing it go the other way. And Nico, I'm about to leave you is the perfect example of it
But
going
you're
the other
saying it's
way.
starting to go the other way, but you can't provide one example where it has gone the other way.
I literally just gave you one. Nico, I'm about to leave you. He is not getting a third of the money that he was getting at Tennessee.
Nico on Olympia, yeah.
Crickets.
no, they're gonna it'll adjust. It's just how much will it adjust is the question.
No, yeah, you're not gonna see it make big jumps overnight, but you're gonna start to see it add up.
But guaranteed payments for 6 years, 10 years, I mean, that's bullshit. They're going to stop doing that.
Well, I don't think there's been any of that. Like when Nico left Tennessee, he wasn't getting that money from them
No,
anymore.
with coaches. I'm talking about coaches.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're going to stop doing that. Now, it's not going to, like you said, it's not going to happen overnight, but they're going to do it eventually. Because people can't afford, well, they don't want to pay for people to be there forever and not perform. And that's a performance pay. And they're gonna put performance things on it. It'll come just like any other job. But they haven't gotten there yet. They haven't matured there yet.
That's going to happen when JFK comes back and runs with Trump in 2028.
Well, he might.
And Lou can make fun in the comments all he wants, but he is more than welcome to try and come up here and prove me wrong, which I don't think he's ever done on anything. So Uncle Lou is 0 for life against Officer Slim Shady Canes. Thank you very much.
Well, this just got interesting.
Well, I would say that I mean honestly, I think that Dabo probably has been insulated too much. He's been given too much, and there's
an argument for that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm not sure if I'm leaning with Pete. I'm not sure, but there's an argument to be made there.
Oh no, I think he has been. I don't think he's being held accountable for the problem. He needs to change his attitude and the way he's running the program.
Yeah, but that's different than saying he hasn't earned the contract. He did. I mean,
you paid him forward. Then you just paid him forward.
They pay all coaches forward.
Lou, I never made the argument that the salaries would go down. I said they very well may go incentive based, like you see with players.
No, they won't. Where are you getting that from?
It's an opinion.
Well, it's an opinion that's just not true. It's not happening.
Well,
I
that's the
thought,
great thing about opinions. You can't prove it right or wrong until it happens.
yeah, I thought opinions matter. I thought.
Yeah, opinions matter.
Yeah,
Listen to Newt the Groot.
your
Well,
opinion matters.
until you get assassinated.
Well, that's
Then
all
opinions
people.
don't matter. But but no, it's so frustrating that to watch coaches get away with. I would call it extortion to some extent. To think that they can get all this money and not perform. That's not
But they get the money because they did perform, though.
Well, there's plenty of
So-
coaches that have gotten the money that haven't performed. Plenty.
Well, yeah, sure, that's true too. But not that kind of money. I mean, well, outside of maybe Bill Belichick, he didn't perform shit. He still got $10 million a year. I'll give you that.
Well, that's not true either. I mean, what at the end of the day, what does Lane Kiffin really want? And he's making what, $1 million or $2 million less than Dabo?
Yeah.
All right, y'all continue this conversation. I'll be right back. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna step away for a second.
But it is sad that we don't have I say the controls, but the market should take control here and say, no, we're not paying you guys into the future 17, 20 million. I mean, come on, man. Y'all, no, we'll pay you for 3 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying is the market's supporting that. Now you can disagree with that, but that's exactly what the market is supporting. That's why it's happening.
Right now it is, yes.
Well, always. That's the way it's always
been.
been.
Stay that way. I don't. I think it's going to change.
Based on what?
Once again,
Based on
because it's happened with every industry on the planet. So what makes this one exempt? Nothing.
Because it's never happened.
It has happened with other.
Just because it hasn't happened in this industry yet, it's never going to happen.
All right, when's never? I mean, we'll be dead before it happens.
I mean that's literally.
It'll happen within the next 3 to 4 years. You'll start seeing contracts getting.
Well, I'm not even sure. I don't know about all that. I think it'll
within
take
the next
a longer,
3 or 4 years, the contracts are going to get smaller. Slaw 2025.
I'm
yeah,
saying
now that's
put
ridiculous.
Stipulations of performance on the contracts. That's all.
I'm for that. I think that's a great idea. Now, I don't think it'll happen in the next 3 or 4 years like Slaw. I'm not that optimistic, but
I think it's going to happen sooner than you think. But maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's an opinion. But I would expect that something's going to change in that direction. I think directionally that's what's going to happen. Now, are we going to get it? I don't know. Well, when are we going to get it? Really is the question. Not are we.
Well, and it doesn't even take much for it to happen, because at the end of the day, what do you need to happen? You need the handful of people at every school that are writing these checks to go, I'm not writing these checks anymore like this.
Yep.
If Dabo Swinney got fired tomorrow, there would be some school out there that would pay him $12 million to come coach them.
Listen, I'm not at all saying that Dabo Swinney should be fired
tomorrow.
I think that's ridiculous.
If he got fired tomorrow, there will be some school out there that would match his pay, what he's making at Clemson now, or more, to come coach them.
I wouldn't doubt it, because people are just desperate.
Yeah, and that's not going to change.
Well,
now, see, that's also a double-edged sword, because you want it to go, if you want to see it to go even more towards an NFL type format and setup, let all these boosters get together and go, we're not writing checks like this anymore.
Again, the Bill Belichick's a perfect example of this. The guy's never coached a down of college football in his life. He's making $10 million a year.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, so...
Well, because the people writing checks, I think, unlike us, don't see a difference between coaching NFL football and coaching college football. They think if you can do one, you can do the other. All of us know different. I don't think most of these people writing these checks have the first fucking clue.
Somebody needs to tell them.
Well, they don't want to listen. You can tell them until the cows come home. They won't listen.
Well, perfect example. Look at Jerry Jones.
Yep.
That motherfucker is convinced he knows everything there is to know about football, and nobody can tell him any different.
He don't know shit.
Paul, he don't know shit.
That fucker's he's the
Paul's
worst.
sad about Clemson. Like he's all
No,
down
I mean
and
Jerry
stuff.
Jones. Look, I was a Dallas guy for decades when I was growing up, and I fucking won't ever pull for that sorry ass franchise ever again because he did what he did. I hate that. I hate Dallas, but mostly because he fucked them over. Man, and everybody, oh, he won these Super Bowls. Yeah, but he bought the Super Bowls. He didn't. I don't know.
How did he
I
buy the
just
Super Bowls?
well,
How do you buy the Super Bowls?
he went in and paid for
Oh,
everything.
makes
What?
sense.
He paid
That's
for
kind
the
of like saying
players. He
like
paid for everything. The only thing that kept him in check, the only thing, was the NFL structure didn't let him go and take every fucking great player on earth.
Yeah. So how did he buy the Super Bowl then?
yeah.
Well, he did. He built that stadium. He became the magnet
What?
Well,
for
no,
the whole.
Jerry
That's
didn't
not how
buy.
football
Jerry didn't buy a
works.
Super Bowl. That's not what happened. If you actually go back and look, Jimmy Johnson was able to work the trade system better than any coach ever.
But he was
He
part of
really was.
Jerry's. He was Jerry's man. He bought
Well,
Jimmy
yeah, because
Johnson.
they had been. No, he had the
Paul,
ability.
if Jerry Jones could buy Super Bowls, he'd have 18 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think and once again, this is just my opinion,
But the
but
NFL stopped him from being able to do that.
no,
How?
what happened
Oh,
there is Jimmy Johnson had the ability because him and Jerry went to college together and were on that Arkansas national championship team. Jimmy Johnson had the ability to tell Jerry to go sit in his little box and shut up. I know what I'm doing. But it only lasted for so long because of Jerry Jones's ego.
But at the same time, he had the money. He was.
Every owner has the money. They're all billionaires, Paul. What are you talking about?
What I'm pointing out is that Jerry did that, and I think the NFL put constraints in place and said, no, we're not going to have one franchise. Unlike the MLB, where the Yankees buy every fucking player on
Yeah.
earth.
How many World Series have the Yankees won in the past 20 years?
Well, they haven't now because the
0.
Well,
MLB got
but
smart too.
no, they didn't. There's no salary cap. Paul, I
Paul
can't
just be
listen
making
anymore.
shit up. Yeah, Paul just be
It's-
making shit up.
No, the MLB has put enough constraints in place to make everybody equal now.
How?
No, they haven't.
They
Crickets.
did.
Actual
They didn't.
crickets.
No, they
Yeah,
didn't.
literal cricket.
They
Yeah.
didn't put any.
Yeah.
They didn't put any constraints in
Now,
at all.
now, Pete, you accused me of it. Paul has jumped the shark.
God, I can't with him sometimes. I'm telling you.
But the fact is that I think they're going to put some constraints in on players and
Paul,
coaches.
answer me this: why did they put constraints on to stop Dallas, but they didn't put restraints to stop the Patriots?
No,
Because
they did. They put constraints in across the board. It wasn't just one franchise. But they put a cap in, and they said no, you can't do that.
Paul, are you stoned right now?
I
They put
If y'all-
they put a cap in, and they said nobody's going to spend more than this to build a team. You can only have so much money on a team. That's it. In buying everything that you want to buy, the players and all that. The one thing that Jerry did, and I think it was right, and some of the other franchises have followed him, is they went and bought or paid for amenities, stadiums and stuff to get fans. But
I mean,
or to get
okay, the
TV.
owner of the
This-
Panthers did that too, but he spends a whole lot of money on that stadium and things in it, except the
Yeah.
football team.
Yep.
Well, they
Just like
can't because
everyone.
there's a cap. And that's the difference. And
if y'all could
college-
see me right now, I look just like Paul did in that thumbnail.
I'm kind of with you. Like Paul has jumped the shark. I don't know where he's going with this.
cap does
Fetal
not-
position, Pete.
The cap
Claude-
does not favor a team. That's my point. And so they need one in college football.
So you should be on ESPN and telling your, I guess.
Well, wait a minute. Why should there be a cap in college football?
That's true.
Well, but why not just let Alabama and Texas and whomever buy any players they want then?
I mean, once again, nobody has had more money to spend than Texas and Texas A&M for the last 100 years.
Or even Texas schools.
And Texas A&M hasn't won a national title in almost 100 years.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have an open market for buying players like we do now.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, okay, but Texas A&M did that and went what, 7-5?
Well, they had an idiot for a coach. Come on, let's be honest.
I mean, okay, but that man still once again, that man still built up the Florida State team on his own because he won it 5 years after Bowden retired,
He
or
didn't
4
build
years
that
after
team
Bowden
on his
retired.
own.
Hang on,
Bobby Bowden.
that team won the national title 4 or 5 years after Bowden retired. That was Jimbo Fisher's team.
It was a team that he bought.
Oh.
We're about 10 seconds away from Slaw telling us that Texas A&M is run by a bunch of liberal Marxists, and that's why they're no good.
Well, no, I think they're no good because they have midnight yell practice and nothing but male cheerleaders.
Well, they're obviously they're better than Notre Dame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, yes, they're 1 point better than Notre Dame. Absolutely.
Also, I do think didn't Ohio State bought a team to win a natty too?
Well, of course they did.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying you're right, but
no, my only point is they need to put a cap on it. That's all.
Okay.
And they will, and it's coming. They'll put a cap on it.
Yeah, it's coming the same time that the contracts stop getting bigger and JFK comes back to run with Trump.
Or resurrect.
Same time.
They will put a cap.
Well, a lot of professions have capped pay. I mean, what makes them? I mean, they're in school. They're lucky to be getting all that money.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Cry about it?
Well,
yes, they are crying about it still. Unfortunately,
they're gonna cry until they can't cry anymore. But the thing is that they're gonna have to put some limits on what you can buy to build your team, and that may be coaches included.
I think you're going the wrong way with it. I think it actually needs to be NIL, like Joe's car dealership needs to pay
the real NIL.
Yeah, like Joe's car dealership needs to pay, Carson Beck to be in his fucking commercial, and that needs to be the extent of it. Like, I think the biggest mistake and where they really went sideways with this whole thing is setting up collectives.
Well, they didn't have a link to the actual end business. Yeah, but that being said, the money is going to run out eventually. You can't spend $1 billion over and over again and get no results and expect to get a return on it.
Yeah,
but they're doing that.
They're doing it temporarily. I don't think it's
and they're not even doing that. They're spending, like, on the high end, they're spending $30 million in a year, which, yes, some people can keep that going, but at the same time, it's still a finite resource.
I mean, they're not going to be able to do it forever.
Well,
yeah, next year it'll change.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
It's going to be next year.
It'll be next year or the year after that, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But what would be nice? What would be
or never?
Ideally, what would be good is that everybody has to play on a level playing field, and with finances, and then work from there. And that includes facilities. That includes your coaches' costs. That includes your
all right, Mike
players.
Gundy.
Oh my God! So Paul, Paul just became a communist. You hear that?
He did. Paul just became a communist live on air.
I'm gonna start calling you Socialist Paul.
Yeah. Rewind the tape, Paul.
Well,
for Billy Marxist.
Rewind the tape.
Paul
Everyone gets a level playing field, right, Paul?
Yeah, see, don't throw me in that. I'm all for the market resetting itself, which
Well,
I think something will cause it to happen, and it will. But I don't think that something should be put in place like old Commie Slaw over here.
Yeah, Paul.
Commie
Call me
slaw.
slaw.
Commie Slaw. Yeah.
well,
Commie slaw, tastes so good.
as
Commie
long,
slaw.
as long as we can have any and all new universities come in and start spending money, I don't mind. But if we got a
Yeah,
limit on who's in the game. Like let's say we got only so many Big Ten teams. Okay, well then we should open it up to all people in the Big
da
Ten.
comrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should
Comrade
have
Paul. Yeah.
everybody needs access. Everybody,
Yep.
let them go.
Call me slaw.
Everybody does have access. It's just some people decide to write checks and some people don't.
Right.
I miss
Nobody will write
capitalist.
Mike Gundy at you.
I miss capitalist Paul. What happened to him?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, what happened to Capitalist Paul?
Where's the patriotic
Clemson,
Paul?
Clemson lost to Georgia Tech, so
Oh,
now
yeah.
he's
Damn.
He's so down bad.
he's changed his position.
Yeah.
he's gone full Mike Gundy on us.
He's going now. He's saying it's not fair. We need a level playing field here.
It's
He's
not
down
fair.
bad.
We
He's
do-
down
we
real
need- we
bad
need to
now.
have we need to have everybody playing on the same playing field so that we can see who the real competitors are
See-
with the coaching talent.
See, next thing you know, Auburn will be a second team, and he'll be running around going, "It's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
It's not fair."
It's not fair. Yeah. You know.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, hey, I'm just telling you that's where I think it's going to go.
You know.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I think it's where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Slaw, do you have a poster of Vladimir Lenin above your bed?
That's bad. Yeah.
Lou says Paul told him last week that Hitler and Stalin were allies.
They were.
They were. No.
Hey, there are some people that never leave the house without their Bible. Slaw doesn't leave the house without his copy of the Communist Manifesto.
or a commie Bible. Sorry.
And my wife said, and I don't leave without my gun.
Huffer commie slaw.
Puffer commie
Commie
slaw.
Huffer
Yes.
Commie Slaw.
Yes.
Who said that? Name them.
Pete said that we need to make that a thing. Hashtag Huffer commie slaw. Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
Pete, if you don't put that on a T-shirt tomorrow, you're a fool.
I am gonna have the best jingle y'all have ever heard. I'm gonna make it
That needs to be on a T-shirt.
Commie slaw.
I'll
Huffer
buy
commie
15
slaw.
of them just to prove how much of a capitalist I am. I'll buy 15 of them.
Oh my gosh.
No, the good word is that they this word will go. I mean, you know, it's going to go there. They're going to do a cap. They're going to do a cap.
But yeah.
And that's going to be a cap that's general, like overall, not individual. And they're going to say everybody needs to figure out who they're going to pay. You're going to pay your coaches? That's fine. It takes out the
Well, there already is a cap. There's a $20 million cap.
Well, that's not even a $20 million. That has absolutely nothing to do with NIL.
I know exactly. So you're not controlling NIL.
That's even worse. Like that, I am vehemently against any kind of quote unquote profit sharing program. Like,
NCAA
if we're
rules
gonna-
they're not gonna supersede state and federal laws or state laws.
Well, there is no state law saying that in any state that they must share the revenue with the players, and nor should they, because if we're gonna do that, like my biggest problem with this is this half in, half out approach that we're taking with, at the end of the day, these adults with being adults. Like if we're doing profit sharing with them at this point, you need to do away with scholarships. You're paying your own fucking way.
Well, that I would agree with that. I've said
I,
that.
I guess that's
you can't have
possible,
it
but
both. You can't have it both ways.
I guess there's possible they could do that, but there's zero chance that you're going to say, okay, well, NIL can't pay this amount of money.
That's
No,
not
but it has to be
NIL.
direct.
Profit sharing is completely different and separate from NIL. I'm not talking about NIL.
I am talking about NIL.
But NIL
Okay,
needs to
but
be.
no, you're not, because you brought up the profit sharing bullshit that they're doing. That's not NIL.
NIL should be directly related to an end business user. It should not be a collective. If you want to pay as a car dealership or as whatever company, Apple, Nike, whomever, let them do it. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
like Cam Ward ended up getting a contract with Adidas to be a spokesperson for him. That's the
fine.
point of NIL.
That's exactly the way it should work. Nothing else is acceptable, in my opinion.
So how's it going to change things? If Nike wants to pay somebody $20 million to be their quarterback, how are you going to stop that?
No, that's fine.
Well, once again, that's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, well, then how's it going to stop
problem. Hang on. I said my problem is with the profit sharing program that you brought up.
Right.
That's not NIL.
I didn't bring in profit sharing.
No,
I don't know what you're
Yes,
talking
you
about.
did. The $21 million
No, I
a
didn't.
year or whatever it is the profit sharing program.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with NIL. So what's stopping these teams from funneling money through companies to buy players? Nothing.
Well,
and it's not going to stop, whether you like it or not.
Oh no, the point
it should
in that is where the NCAA actually needs to do its job.
The NCAA does not supersede law.
Yeah, they don't do shit anymore.
They don't have any teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, what law would they be breaking if they're telling universities you can't funnel this money through this company?
Because the law says they can pay them whatever they want through NIL. There's nothing you're going to do about that.
You're conflating what universities do and what private companies do and trying to say it's under law.
No, I think Pete's on to something on that.
Yeah, you can't. You're not stopping
he's
it.
Way off base.
How?
Once again, actually, as the rules sit right now, universities are not allowed to funnel money through a company to pay a player. That's actually the rule now, and any school will get in trouble with the NCAA for doing that.
Okay.
But what is that going to do? How's the NCAA going to penalize or enforce it?
Hey, Nate, I'm going to put you in the back room, okay?
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to enforce it. And that's the problem. The NCAA.
Well, they've always had the ability to enforce what they want on the schools because the schools are part of the NCAA. I'm not talking about the players there. We're talking about the schools.
Yeah, but
they just have to actually do it.
The schools can eject the NCAA at any moment now. I think they will.
No, they can't.
I think they're going to get rid of
the schools are the NCAA.
Yep, they're going to. The
NCAA isn't like something separate somewhere. Like it is. The schools are the NCAA, but schools aren't funneling money to collectives. That's the boosters.
I know that.
The schools don't want to give any money to the players at all.
Well, I don't think they should. I think they're already paying enough for these players.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
they're feeding them, they're housing them, they're clothing them.
Yeah, they're only giving them the $21 million because they're court ordered to do it. They don't want to do it. They don't want to give the players a dime. They agreed to the $21 million because that's the cheapest it'll ever be now. Like if the players ever became employees or start really getting paid through the school, the salaries for the rosters are going to be way over $20 million. So the schools are coming out the cheapest they ever will right now until this goes away. Once they become employees,
what they're saying, this idea that somehow there's going to be some sort of regulation. I mean, that's like saying that billionaires and these corporations are going to start paying their fair share of taxes. Like there's loopholes. It's not stopping.
Yeah, there's nothing anybody can do right now about companies paying players. They can pay the players any amount they want. And nothing will ever change that.
And I don't think anybody has ever.
It's changing soon, Lou, is what they're telling me.
Well,
once again, I never said that. And I don't think anybody that I've heard has ever made an argument that a player shouldn't be able to go out and make as much money as they feel like. My problem, once again, to Lou's point, is this profit sharing program. I think these schools are already paying enough for each and every one of these players.
That's just a drop in the bucket compared to what we're talking about, though. You're talking about the schools. We're talking about everything else. I mean, you're not stopping the amount of money that's being funneled in to pay these players, no matter what cap you put on how much a school can pay them or not.
And the coaches. These companies are paying the coaches, too.
Well, sure, because none of these schools are paying the coaches because every state has a limit on what a state employee can be paid.
Right. Most head coaches only make $1 or $2 million a year from the school. The rest of the money is from boot. Like these coaches that have $12 million contracts, the school's not paying that.
Yeah,
absolutely not. I would think most people knew that, but I don't know.
But the key thing I'm getting at is that if you're going to have a controlled system, a system that's controlled, then you need to have. If you don't want the sport to get polluted with just money, right? Then you have to put a cap in. And that's the point I'm making is the cap needs to be across all schools. That's all.
Well, the only way you'd have that is if you professionalize college sports. As long as it's an amateur sport.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
Well, it probably is going to happen.
I think it will.
But
I think it's coming to a theater near you.
That won't solve the NIL part of it.
Foolish part.
No, it won't solve NIL. I agree. It won't.
Yeah, just like Dak Prescott can sign whatever contract with the Cowboys, but he can go get $80 million from Nike or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I
don't know that anybody has a problem with that. Even my problems with what's going on. I've always said, and I think this is a monster of the NCAA's own creation. You know, if Nike wants to pay somebody, fine. Like the one that really bothered me, and I don't know who remembers this. This was probably about 10 years ago now. That UCF kicker that had a YouTube page, and the NCAA got all bent out of shape about it.
What was on this YouTube page?
He was basically doing like online tutoring and lessons on being a kicker.
Self-promotion.
Yeah.
Okay. And they got mad?
Yeah, oh yeah. The NCAA told him he had to shut down his YouTube channel. They'd pull a scholarship.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, I would think most people would agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit too.
That's not America. But all that being said, I don't think that you can have a system like this and not have it. If you don't want it to become polluted with money and just it's all a money game, you're gonna have to put a cap in.
Well, it's been a money game forever. I mean, that was my point in the Texas and Texas A&M argument.
It's gonna have to be professionalized, or you're gonna lose your franchise. That's all I'm gonna point out. I mean, you have to do something like that.
Well, and that's why I've used the example of the Olympics over and over again, where athletes are allowed to get endorsement deals as they wish.
Later, Nate.
And it's still considered amateur athletics. Nobody's suing everybody every other day. Like, how does it work there, but for some reason it doesn't work in college football?
Because it's not professionalized.
And by the way, the Olympics make way more money than college football does because it's a worldwide franchise.
Yeah, well, the Olympics is a racket.
It's a bullshit racket.
It's a racket.
But the
I mean, okay, but a lot of these athletes are making millions.
99% of the Olympic athletes don't make shit. Matter of fact, they pay out of their pocket.
Actually, a lot of them don't, because you want to know how they spend all that time. Unless
you're
training.
Michael Phelps and you're on Wheaties boxes, you know.
Yeah, Michael Phelps is an example of the ones that make millions. But, and this is how I'll tie it to college football. The third stringer that's getting no NIL money, who's still getting clothes on his back, food in his belly, and a roof over his head every day, the Olympic athletes that nobody's ever heard of get the same. They're not struggling to pay bills. They get sponsored. They get paid for.
No, they actually are. A lot of these Olympic athletes are basically poor.
Yeah, but they're also not paying bills
Yeah,
because
they
they
are.
spend all of their time training.
They are paying bills. They're paying rent. Just like me and you. Like they're
No,
doing.
they're not.
Yes.
That is complete
Most
falsehood.
Olympic athletes come from very well-to-do families because look at the sports. They're not poor people's sport.
This is also true.
Well,
Not a lot of poor people high diving.
all right.
But
Tell that
also,
to
like
tell that to the long distance runner from Kenya. You think he's rich?
well, okay,
I'm not talking
everybody in
about
Kenya is
the
fucking
United
poor.
States. There's no high divers from Kenya.
No.
It does, but there's long distance runners.
There's a lot
But-
more sports other than high diving.
But also look what they do with the prodigies that become Olympic athletes, whether they're gold medalists or not. You have people clamoring to train them, and they live with them. They're not paying any bills. They paid all their expenses, so they can train all the time.
Don't take it from me. There's tons of examples of Olympic athletes who are fucking poor because they spent their entire life training and made zero money off of it. You're looking at the famous ones that get paid endorsement deals.
I'm completely cutting out the ones that are getting endorsement deals. I'm talking about your average Olympic athlete that you never heard of that finishes 12th in the decathlon. Yes, he's not making a lot of money, but he's also not paying bills because he's basically getting paid for to train all the time.
Hello?
I don't think. I don't. I don't. I don't think. I don't think. I honestly don't think. I don't think that the answer. The answer is going to come from the market. I don't think it's going to come from the market. I think that it's going to have to be if college football wants to stay viable, it's going to have something like a professionalized structure. It's going to have to. There's no other way around it. And they're going to have to put some limits on things, and it's going to have to come from the top down, and not to say they're limiting a player's ability to earn money as a sport, athletes, but the coaches too. The coaches, they can go out and get freaking contracts, do commercials, but they ain't going to get paid, $8 million a year. And continue building, let me buy this coach. No, you can't have that anymore. Now you can have them get paid from somebody else, but not from the schools, and definitely not from, they're gonna have to get it outside the system. That's all. And if they don't perform, they're not gonna get those sponsorships.
You're assuming that these schools won't be willing to pay those coaches that amount of money for not performing. I'm telling you the opposite. I haven't seen any other reason to think that they will continue to pay coaches based on no performance. I mean, again, you can't give me an example. We're talking about Bill Belichick right now.
No, I agree with you on it
today. And what was the Wisconsin coach a couple of years ago? Was that who was that?
Oh yeah.
That's the way it's going. It's not going the other way.
If a school offered a coach a contract that was laid out and it said we're going to pay you $1 million a year per win, nobody would take that job.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
They can go to the college town down the road and get a guaranteed $12 million a year contract for 10 years, where if they suck and get fired, they get $80 million to go sit at home. So no one would take that incentive-based contract.
No.
Now, contracts have incentives in them, but they're on top of the $10 million salary. It's like if you make the playoffs, we'll give you another $500,000. If you win a natty, we'll give you another $500,000. But so that or if you make a bowl game, you get an extra $100,000. That stuff's been around forever. But I don't think the contracts are about to become based off how many games you win per year.
Yeah, the market, Lou.
Take
That's what they're telling me. The market's going to settle itself.
No,
It's the same reason NFL players, all these other players have collectively bargained for guaranteed contracts. Like,
But at the same time, there is a limit to the money at some point.
No, there's really not. Not when you're talking about billionaires. There's not a limit.
Well, I think that, well, you may be right on some billionaire Texas and stuff. I mean, I think you got those, but I think for the masses, it's not going to be sustainable.
I mean, I think what the schools should do, like financially would be smart, is to just do 3 or 4 year contracts
Yeah,
instead of the 10. But the problem again is if a coach has two choices of schools, and one school is offering a 10-year contract at $10 million a year, and the other school is offering $12 million a year at 3 years, they're probably going to take the $10 million for 10 instead of the 12 for 3 because you're guaranteed the entirety of that contract. So 12 years for 12 million for 3 years, that's 36 million. 10 million for 10 years is 100 million. You're guaranteed that money. You could lose every game. You're still going to get the 100 million. They could fire you after 2 years. You still get the 100 million. So I don't know what it would, it's a great idea for the schools to say, yeah, we'll do a 3-year contract. But the reason they don't do it is because the school down the road does a 10-year contract.
Yeah, because Alabama could say, we'll hire you at $5 million a year, a 3-year contract, and UTEP says, we'll give you $10 million, 10 years guaranteed. Nick Saban's going to UTEP. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Alabama.
And let's be honest, what Lou's talking about, we actually do pretty much have. Like most coaches get anywhere from a 3 to 5 year contract with guys that have proven themselves, like Kirby and Dabo being the exception.
And Bill Belichick.
But yeah, and Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick's got a 10-year deal, doesn't he?
I believe you're right.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he does.
Mario does too. Now that's one where I think it's a specific example of where I think Miami needed to hire somebody long term because, and I think Tennessee would have been smart doing it too, and Florida's creeping up there because both of them got in the habit of firing somebody every 3 years.
Now, the schools may start considering some of these long contracts now that they have to pay the players because, like, Florida's a good example, or Kentucky. What's his name? Mark Stoops' buyout is $40-something million. They're not going to pay that. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do they keep a bad coach or do they burn $40 million? Well, they probably don't have $40 million anymore because now they got to give the players $20 million a year.
The Stoops brothers, period, are both a couple of really interesting examples. Like when Mark was at Oklahoma, he had a clause in his contract that kept him the highest paid coach in college football. So anytime somebody else got a raise, so did he.
Yeah, Saban had that too.
Yeah, and Stoops at Kentucky has a clause in his contract. He gets a 1-year extension every year that he wins 7 games.
I just don't.
I know. Guys, I would love to continue this.
I'm so sleepy.
This is a great
asleep.
conversation. What are you talking about?
So, yeah, I'm
I've
sure.
never been this tired in my life. Just stupid all day.
I've been texting TK back and forth like I checked out a long time ago.
Well, now, like I've been going. I had a few times where I think I left my body. And then
This is a more interesting conversation than every minute of ESPN aired for the last decade.
That's a fact.
It's better than the CC conversation.
Well, if you guys would like to continue this conversation after I end the stream, I'd be more than happy to keep the StreamYard open.
Hey, Lou, I think you need to put that lady in her place.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. No, seriously, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming on.
It was good. I love talking football, because we don't get to talk football much, girl.
Right. And I mean,
And I was listening, but I was just
listen, we have to break up the monotony of our conversations about the simulation.
Right.
Oh yeah,
But
I
I
need
do
to learn
appreciate.
more
Listen,
about that.
I do appreciate that as well too. So, but yeah, but no, guys, seriously, thank you so much for coming on.
Be good.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed anyway. I gotta go to
Yeah.
work again in the morning.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Bye.
We got to make sure this air conditioning unit gets fixed tomorrow too. So,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, thanks, Lim.
Later, Slim.
Oh my gosh, girl. And then on top of that, the crickets in the background. It's like
I know,
I mean,
it
I
was
was
like relaxing because see, like I felt almost like I was listening to a show and I was zoning out and I think I was falling asleep a little bit. And I
yeah,
got
it's
up
like
and
one of those ASMR things, you know?
yeah, and I'm like, where am I? You know, in my
Yeah.
head. You know?
Yeah, like I had to find things to do to try and make sure that I was paying attention. But like I checked out a long time ago.
You know, even if I'm tired when I come on the show, like we start having fun and I forget I'm tired. Like this was just being tired. Like,
Yes.
Finally at night I feel tired like I'm supposed to.
I know. It's nice when you get back to a regular sleeping schedule, huh?
Well, I hardly ever have one, but this is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take advantage.
So all right. Well, yeah, there you go. We're going to
Love
end the
you,
show on
too.
that. Love you too.
And I will see everybody later. Congrats on your team if they won. I'm sorry if they didn't. I love all of you anyway. Mwah, 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 mwah.
All right. Well, those 13 folks that are still listening, I appreciate you sticking with it. Quick shout out to Celine Driver, Pigskin Peete, Joelish, for the the super chats. Thanks for helping to support the show today. So yeah, we will be back next week, same time, same place, same channels. But until then, I will catch everybody on the flip side.